What's up?
Ooh, Mama Tasha!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Wait, let me put my AirPods in and see if that's better.
No, you're good. I'm actually letting people know we're online right now. We're live.
Actually, we're not going to do AirPods.
Mm. Some people always think they work better, but to be honest with you, you'd be surprised how great the sound is just talking directly through the thing. Like, honestly, I can hear you perfectly.
No, that's perfect. That is perfect. So, I haven't been live in so long. Oh my God.
So, how are you?
I'm great. I am good. Working and living that busy life.
Rinse and repeat?
Wash, rinse, and repeat. You know the vibes. So, all of
I
that.
definitely do.
Are you coming out here for the ball?
A little too much money, a little rich for my blood.
Don't worry, I'm not going either, but people are staying at my house.
Wait a minute. You got people staying at your house for the ball,
And I'm
but
not,
you're not going to the ball.
nope. I have a concert to go to that night. And it's a,
Okay, I was about to say make it make sense, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. The math wasn't math in there for a second, but you know what? I'll take that answer.
well, this concert may be, I don't know if it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's like I have to go or I'd be stupid. There'll be another Berlizzi ball. I'm not tripping.
Exactly, and you know what? Maybe a lot of things will change by the time that one comes around. I'm still trying to build my status out there. So, who are you going to see?
The band, it's called Bad Rabbits. Um,
Okay, so you're gonna have to put me on to some of these bands. We're definitely gonna talk a little bit of music here tonight.
yes. Love them. Long story short, I got into them, and shortly after, they broke up and had been like broken up for like 5, 6 years. So I never had the opportunity to see them live. Well, they got back together and released a new album, and you will actually see on Punk Black this week. I interviewed the lead singer. So
I
I,
saw that.
no, this is different.
Oh no, that was somebody else.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
gotcha. But I do watch the Punk Black page. Y'all go follow Punk Black on Instagram.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to interview him, and yeah, I'm not missing this show for nobody or nothing. So,
See, look at you out here interviewing band members and just see you're up here where I'm trying to get. Man, I know you have earned everything you got, and that is why I meant it in my original promo when I said that we got one of the inspirations on here today.
oh, thank
Because
you.
I look at you and a couple of the others, and I'm like, you know what? I see in front of me some of the blueprints to follow. I just got to continue to follow through.
Yeah, keep going.
Thank you so much for liking the live. By the way, you might notice the other one's not here right now.
Yeah, where he at?
Um,
I knew
I
he
would say
knew.
I
He
would say
going
he's
to the next geek retreat.
I would say he's running late, but uh, yeah,
I-
he's never on time. It's a running gag here at this point.
Is it?
So yeah, if he's here about 10 minutes.
Sorry, I was I was gonna try to like share it from my other phone, but it logs you out if you go in.
Mm,
If that makes sense.
got you. But what I was gonna say is 10 minutes late for him is probably considered early.
Stop.
It's no, it's a running thing here. So no, it is definitely okay. He will be here. I'm not gonna do the introduction because he handles the introduction, so we will get that properly done once he gets here. That gives me time for one more time. I just got to get one more notification out that we're live. But
Yeah, do what you
I
want.
will say this, because he's just gonna have to miss out on this one. The first thing we always get into is we always like to talk about just everything that's happened in the world in the past week. And the most important thing that happened since we last came on was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So, what did you do for Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving?
So Thanksgiving was cool. It was real chill. I invited three of my friends over, and we just had a small dinner, and then we watched Saw 10. Now, I have not seen Saw since Saw 3, okay? Like, and that's being generous because I'd be watching those movies like this. So
Mm.
we watched Saw 10, and yeah, that's basically it. It was real chill, real low key. I think I was starting to come down with a cough a little bit after that, anyways, so I wasn't really trying to do anything extra. But it was fun. It was fun to spend it with friends. What about yourself?
So you went from 3 straight to 10. So you missing some songs.
A little bit, a little bit.
Just a couple. Just maybe just a couple songs there.
I'm okay with missing them. It's fine.
I noticed you keep talking about always having friends at your house. What about family? No family time?
No, I don't have family here in California.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm. My family is in Vegas, Minnesota, and Georgia.
Okay, so they're all over the place. See, that's the thing. I'm still learning about Mama Tasha here. So I didn't know if you went to LA to leave everybody behind or if you were from there. See, I didn't even know originally where you're from.
Yeah, I was born in Minnesota, raised in Georgia, and then moved out here to LA 8 years ago.
Yeah, what's going on, Mercury? Yeah, we do have a chat down here. I would have never pegged you as being from Minnesota.
Nobody would, because who's from Minnesota? But
Nobody. That's the thing. Like, especially not black people. Like, I didn't even. Do they even exist up
they,
there?
they say that, but there's hella black people in Minnesota.
So, what, like you and like one other family?
Stop. There's hella black people. There's hella black people up there.
Do they have accents like a lot of the other people we hear from Minnesota?
Yeah, like think like Sarah Palin. It can sound like that.
A black person with a Sarah Palin accent.
Yeah.
That's something I think I would like to experience at some point.
Yes, Prince is from Minnesota.
Well, yes, Prince is like, well, I was gonna say the best thing to come out of Minnesota, but you also came out of Minnesota, so I'm not gonna bash Mama Tasha while she's right here.
We're gonna let Prince have it. We're gonna let
But
Prince have it.
Prince is definitely a goat.
Yeah, for sure.
Where does Prince rank on your music choices?
I don't really care enough. I feel like
Really?
I know his music, obviously, like, When Doves Cry or Purple Rain and stuff, but is it somebody that I listen to pass the time at all? No. But will I listen to it if somebody sings it at karaoke? Obviously. But he's not in my top musicians that I listen to.
Really, from Minnesota and no Prince in the top five.
No.
More of an MJ fan personally. Well, I mean, MJ's the GOAT, so Mercury, you're good with that choice. Like, we'll get into it a little bit later, but I see how everybody this time of year, especially like the past 2 days, everybody's been putting up their freaking Spotify lists. Meanwhile, I'm an Amazon Music user, so I can't join in.
You could do your Apple, whatchamacallit?
Yeah, but I'm Amazon. I'm not even
Oh,
Apple.
sorry, Amazon. Ooh, I don't know what Amazon got. Um, Ghetto Suguru. How do I feel about Bring Me the Horizon? Can I answer that? Are we answering questions?
Yeah, you have the
Oh, they're
questions. Like I said, he's
fantastic.
not even here yet.
They're fantastic. I saw them in they opened up for Fallout Boy. I saw them earlier this year and it was fantastic. I got to touch the lead singer's hand because he was running through the crowd and shit. Fantastic. I
Mm.
want to go to one of their like a show that they're doing, not just opening up for, but they're fun.
Got your Prince fans and MJ fans either get along great or don't get along at all. So they pretty much like Prince and MJ themselves. Because it was basically the same. They either got along great or they didn't get along at all.
I feel like it just depends.
No, I mean, that's basically how it was. Like, they respected each other's music, and then they had that era in the late 80s, early 90s where they were like trying to one up each other. Like, Michael upstaged him at a stage show one time, and Michael Jackson, he was supposed to originally be on the Michael Jackson's Bad song, and that fell through, and Prince was very vocal about that for years, talking about he didn't want to say the first line in the song because he thought it was kind of corny to say your butt is mine.
But
Like,
man,
yeah, that verse was supposed to be Prince.
that's funny because MJ killed it. So there's that.
Yeah, he proved he didn't really need Prince, but still, that would for them two to have collaborated, it pretty much would have like rippled the '80s. Like that would have been like the power that everybody would have needed. To think about like on Michael Jackson's Bad album, because we're going to talk about a lot of music. The fact that on, like I said, on the song Bad, Prince was supposed to be on that song,
Hi,
and then
Juice.
on
Sorry.
I Just Can't Stop Loving You, he originally tried to get Whitney Houston to do that duet with him, and that was, that was when Whitney Houston had just hit the scene and was blowing up, and he wasn't able to make that work either. So I'm just thinking about like that great album could have been like, oh my goodness, the bills are being paid already. Oh my
Thank you
goodness, look
for
at
the
all the roses.
roses. There's so many. What do the
So many
NPCs say?
roses.
What do the NPCs say? So good. So good.
Is that even? Thank you for the roses.
Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, is that even still a thing on here? I haven't seen one in
The
forever.
main girl who kicked it off is still doing it because I'll see her. You be scrolling and it shows
Well,
you.
I mean, yes, her. You know what I'm saying? Because, she was the main one. She makes the most money
Oh,
from it. Why would you stop?
there's the Miles Morales kid. And then there's this dude who, wow, that's a Beauty and
That's
the
the Beauty
Beast
and the
role.
Beast rose, isn't it?
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Oh
I
my
don't know what's
goodness.
going
Look at
on.
that jump up. That is just forever. You are getting spoiled,
I
Mama Tasha. I'm
see.
telling you.
Um, there's this dude who does it in New York, and he's just like standing on the streets of New York, and he's like, "What's up, bro? Give you a hug. Oh, Glizzy, ha ha ha." And I'm like,
On the streets of New York?
and it's a popular like cross section where they're doing it at. Like these people are literally stopping and watching as he's doing it. And I'm like, my
In New York.
integrity, I could never.
In New York is wild. Like,
Yup. Heck yeah.
nah, he do be no, but at the height of it, I used to see how everybody was starting to get creative. Like everybody was doing like people would do it in cosplaying and stay in character with all of their things. Like, I've seen fairies, I've seen musicians, I've seen anime characters, I've seen so many. Like, I thought about it because it's like the same reason everybody else did. The money they were making was
You
insane.
did it just for fun, like while it was popping off.
I know, I like the money
All
really
those
wouldn't have meant that
cosplays
much
you
to me,
got,
but
you could have. You said
I
what?
think one of my biggest problems sometimes when it comes to content creation is that I'll think about something and I'm like, I really want to find the time to try to get this going. And then once you see a lot of others, like when everybody was just doing like the normal things and I saw maybe like a fairy or this or that, I was like, I wonder what it would be like if I did this. Because I have like 4 Michael Jackson cosplays. And I was like, I wonder what it would be like if I did this in character as Michael Jackson. And I was like, that would probably be hilarious. And then I started seeing so many people doing them as this musician, that musician, this musician. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do it anymore.
You should have tried it. It couldn't have hurt.
I mean, the worst thing I guess that could have happened is that they just move on and go to somebody else. Oh my god, they're going crazy down here. This is insane.
What? What happened? What did I
No,
miss?
I'm just saying they're just going crazy. They love them some Tasha down here. That's all.
Oh, stop.
See what I mean? Look at the ice cream. Yum yum yum. Ice cream so
Oh,
good.
yum yum yum. I love
Ice
ice
cream.
cream. Tasty. Ice cream cone. Yum.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Yeah, there you go. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Ice cream
Hey,
so
no, I say this all the time when it comes to people. I never had a problem with the trend. I still don't have a problem with the trend because one of my main things in life is always as long as you are not hurting yourself or others, I don't care how you make your money.
yeah.
Like, I don't judge. Like, I come from a family of hustlers. So, It's like I do not judge. I have seen people make money in all different kinds of ways, and you know what? You do what you got to do to support your family.
Facts. And I love you guys also. My sister's watching too. So love you, sis.
Ooh,
And I guess the ice
I
cream
keep
is
my opinion to myself about the AI trend. I mean, I would
not
say all
always.
you have to do is swipe and go to the next video, but the next video might also be AI, at least at the height of it.
Tell us, Mercury, what's your thoughts?
King Drell, what's going on? By the way, for everybody that's in here right now, to the podcast is real. Right up here, this is our actual podcast page. If at some point you guys would be happy enough to go to that and hit the follow button on there, because we are trying to get the podcast page to 1,000 followers so that we can start going live from there outright. In the meantime, we do what we got to do for the promotion because we have been so blessed to be able to get a lot of great guests on here, especially on Insta. The views have gone crazy. I definitely enjoy everything that I do for this podcast. In fact, here in about what do I want to say? About 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. We will have been doing this podcast for a year. So, we definitely want to do like a 1 year celebration thing going on here. And we've still been at it consistently every week outside of holidays and maybe like one and cons. Like, obviously, we don't go live when we go to cons, but,
Y'all went live at the
and then
retreat?
maybe like one or we did go live at the Geek Retreat. That's where you got booed for your SpongeBob opinion.
Whatever.
Did we ever find out who booed you? I kept trying to listen to the voice.
I have no idea. Um,
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it again because I was like, I kept trying to analyze it, and I'm like, who does that sound like?
I have no idea. But
What you say about SpongeBob?
for everybody watching, make sure you follow the podcast is real, but also like this live. So click on the screen and send so many hearts so they can get ranked up a little bit so we can get some more viewers in here too.
And trust me, we will get more viewers in here once the other one is here. And now he is like going on, like we've been on for 20 minutes and he's not here. So
I said
that is a
SpongeBob is
thing.
a great fellow. That's what I said about
I
SpongeBob.
am messaging him right now.
Yeah, vocals. Not very vocal now, are we? Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. Look, we already went up like 600 likes. Thank you. Thank you.
Because there's a couple of things that I want to get started now, but I want to wait for him to get here. So, like I said, in the meantime, what I am going to say, oh, look at that. Thank you so much for sharing the live.
1,000 likes. Ah! Killing it.
I appreciate Mama Tasha. You see, that's going to be your official name pretty soon. And she said I smell good and she signed my book.
Did I? Did I? Did
Did
I?
I? Did I?
Did I?
Oh yeah,
I
he was going
appreciate you
around
as
with the book.
well.
I signed it
Oh
as
my God.
well.
I want to re-sign it. I feel like I didn't do good. I want to find me wherever you find me next. Anybody going to LA Comic
What
Con?
will everybody find you next?
LA Comic Con.
Mm, and
LA
that's coming up. What in a?
this Sunday. This Sunday. Well, I'll be there this Sunday, but it's this weekend coming up. So I think starting tomorrow, honestly. Um,
Mm,
outside of that, y'all may not see me until
uh-oh, here we go.
Karen, what's good?
Yo, what's up, gangy?
That's my lawyer right there, baby. That's my lawyer. San Diego Comic Con and DreamCon are the exact same weekend next year.
Ooh,
And
they did change that.
that's problematic because I have to look at it from a business standpoint now. If I
Mm-hmm.
go to San Diego Comic Con, I have a lot more partnership opportunities. I have more money making opportunities versus DreamCon, where I don't have any connections or money making opportunities. So it's like, do I stay here in California, earn some money, um,
Yes. Yes.
Or do I go to DreamCon and just spend money? Or do I do both? And we miss you too, Darren.
I'm saying it for you. Yes. Because those are you got opportunities that I know someone like me would dream of trying to work on getting. Do never let the money go. Look, going to DreamCon is just vibing with people. You can vibe with people any other time.
That's a fact. But I could still do both. I would just miss some.
Mm.
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna see.
Nah, most of the people you'll want to vibe with, you'll see a Geek or Treat anyway.
Period. Period.
Oh man,
DreamCon is fun.
that's gonna be so fun. Like
I always have fun at DreamCon. Like it's ridiculous how much fun I have.
I was talking about Geek or Treat. It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
so
Geek or Treat.
fun.
Yeah. Geek or Treat is the business.
I walked out of there with like 20 videos last time.
Dog, you summer was it Tokyo and snacks, but you were the main one that got like the most videos, the most.
I
The
came prepared.
Yeah, you did. I didn't even come prepared like that. I had like three audios saved. And you know what? Sometimes I'm just so focused on making sure everything goes right that I don't really make content, which I want to change for the next one, at least just to be a little bit more prepared. But there's so much going on me and Jay's side that like it's hard to multitask a little bit. So I'm always
Right.
appreciative when I'm in other people's content, because it's like, okay, you thought of something at least for a group and that I can participate in.
Right. Especially the fact that you and I still have no content together.
We don't?
No. You haven't noticed?
I told you I don't be filming shit.
I mean, like, we were in a cabin together for like a week almost, and we recorded no content together. Now, no, I'm gonna take it back. It isn't that we were not in any of the same content. Like
Oh, okay.
you did like the one Mario cosplay reveal where you had everybody behind you, and
Yeah,
I
see,
was one of them. But that doesn't
I did
count.
that. I did that.
And we both took part in a choose your character video for somebody else, where you were in a scene and then I was in a scene. Of course, we never shot that together. So technically, you and I are in two videos. But I mean, as far as like us being in a video, coming up with ideas. In fact, I tried to find you for one of the videos I did, and I couldn't.
I wasn't hard
Considering
to find.
considering that was like, well, he obviously has to be in the cabin, but I couldn't find you
You didn't look hard enough. Did you look under the couch?
under the couch. Well, look, see, here's the thing. It was one of those things where you were up there. And that's right. You also took place in we turned the lights off and did the little light dances, and you took part in that too.
Oh,
And
you talk about moons?
no, everybody did one. Moon did one, Summer I think did one, and I did one. And the crazy thing about that was I was the one that originally wanted to do it and tried to gather everybody. And then, everybody came together and was like, okay, well, let's do this one first. And it's like, all right. And so we did that. One was like, okay, then someone was like, I want to do mine next. And I was like, okay, it's cool. And then after that, we can do mine. But by the time it was time for me to do mine, like half the people done left and started doing other things. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I get it. People have done did this twice. And yeah, at that point, it was like, if I don't get who I have left to do this now, this won't get done because everybody's busy and everybody's all over the place. So,
Yeah.
I did like a quick rundown circle run up to find you, but when I obviously, if we had more time, I could have
Was
found
this
you at
when
the
I was
cabin.
dressed up as Gojo?
Hmm?
Was this when I was Gojo?
No, this was when we were Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I was Shizuku. Okay.
Yes, Yu Suzuku. And I couldn't find you. I did like one rundown, one turn, and came up because I'm like, if I don't take who's left, this video won't get done. And that was the whole secret to how I was able to come up with so many videos because, like, the strategy I put in place to be able to get everything I need done while making sure everybody isn't inconvenienced with their own stuff, it would be like really like a quick, someone's going to do a video with somebody else and they're waiting for the other person to kind of find the sound or set the light up, and that can take like a minute or two. I'm like, a
Yeah.
minute or two is all I need. It's like, well, before they finish that, can you just come over here for like 2 seconds, and
Yeah.
we'll get that done, and I'll have them back before they're even done getting everything set up. And that was how I was able to operate,
You was moving and grooving.
especially on Chainsaw Man Day. I think I did like 10 of those alone. Like that
Woo,
was it
I
was
didn't have
just
anything to do that day because I did not dress up. No, no, no. I didn't do Chainsaw Man. I don't know what I was, but I was like, whoo, I can breathe. I'm chilling. I'm not participating in nothing.
and then of
What's
course
up,
I was able to
Prince?
bring like I brought like my entire lighting equipment, which came in clutch because so many people forgot theirs. So it was like
Yeah,
lights
that
for
was,
everybody. You
yeah,
get lights. You get lights.
yeah. We need more lights. But I mean,
I'm
if
bringing
people,
more next time.
and it's
I
easier
mean,
for y'all because you can drive. You and Vocals can drive and bring it, right?
yes.
You don't have to fly. Like, I'm not going to bring mine because I'm not,
Oh, absolutely. Like I'm just like I don't bring my lights when I fly.
yeah.
Like no, that starts getting expensive. Plus, I've seen the way these airports treat these bags, and I have some sensitive stuff in these things. Like, full disclosure, last year was the first time I ever got on a plane, ever.
Oh,
And yeah, so it wasn't that I was just always afraid to fly, I just never had a reason to until I started going to cons and stuff. And then it was finally like, I guess I'll have to fly this time. So then it was like making sure my first flight was whatever. But finally going to the airport and just seeing them weighing my bag, and then they're like, "Okay, you're good."
yeah.
I'm like,
Tossing it. Yeah, there's no.
they don't know what's in there.
Oh, that's why you got to be careful. Keep your important stuff on you if you can.
Exactly. I always bring a carry on, and I'm like, the stuff that I know I do not want to lose, anything I cannot go without, is
Mhm.
coming with me on the flight.
Exactly.
So that is
All
exactly how I started doing that going forward.
right, where's Vocals at? I got book club in an hour. That's why.
Exactly. So we're just gonna go ahead and move on because
Wait,
I
did he
I
text
can't
you
I
back?
can't do this anymore with him.
Did he text you back?
No, I mean he had texted me and said he was on his way, but that was hold on, I can tell you. That was like 20 minutes ago.
Damn. Damn.
So I am going to hold on to these things right now. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the main thing that I think that we want to hear from Tasha about. Let's talk about some SpongeBob.
So boy, bye. Like
Yeah.
five if you want me to watch SpongeBob, cause it's not gonna happen.
Like what you got against SpongeBob? I kind of got to hold one of these at you right now.
I actually don't have anything against SpongeBob. It was really popular when I was like in middle school. Because I was like in middle school when it first came out, or elementary school. I'm old.
1999.
Um, yeah, exactly. So, and I graduated high school '06, '02. Yeah, I was in middle school when it first came out. Um,
You said '06, '02. Those are two completely different years.
no, because I was like, okay, I graduated '06. I started high school '02. That means I was in middle school 1999, 2001, or
But I
2000, somewhere
mean,
around there.
we've talked about this about how like I never knew how old you were, but that I was probably older than you. And I mean, I watched SpongeBob.
Are you older than me?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
I don't recall. How old are you?
Well, now I know that information because now I know what year you graduated.
That don't mean nothing.
It means plenty.
Ciao, bye. Anywho, I never,
But no,
I never really cared for it. I think I thought it was just back then. It was probably like too goofy. Like I don't know enough to like, um, Prince. No one wants to say ages.
no. Well, here's the thing. I
I'm
can't speak for
35.
anybody else.
I'm 35.
But the reason I personally don't say ages is not because I just necessarily care that people know how old I am. There was a spell there where I started getting a little subconscious about like accomplishments I have not made by the time I've hit certain ages, and knowing it, or just goals in life, like how I still have no kids and I'm probably about to the point where I'm just gonna give up on that. things like that. So it's just like the more I say how old I am, it's just kind of reminders of I always had goals for myself, and it's like by this age I want to be here, by this age I want to be here, and this, and it's like I'm past those things, and these things still haven't happened. Plus, I don't know if you've really just been out deep into this community that we're in, full of a bunch of like 22, 23-year olds, some not even that old, and when you talk to a lot of them, there's a lot of them that actually have said, I heard it out their own mouth. I mean, you're pretty much old, and your thing is over by the time you turn 30, right?
First of all, before I before I answer that, my sister said give up on kids. Angie, shut up. She got 4 kids, first of all. Um, and then thank you, Marquise Scott. Are you familiar with Marquise? You should
Well,
follow. That's my homie.
oh, probably not, unless I see the face. Sometimes I know some names, I know some faces.
Okay, that's the homie. I just did the dance video that was posted. We did a collaboration on.
Okay, okay,
First
got
of
you.
all, don't use age as a guideline to when to do something and when not to do something. Everybody's timeline is different, first of all. So don't use that because that's always going to be negative, a negative connotation like, oh, I made it to 35 and I don't have any kids. First of all, fuck them kids. But second of all, if you want kids, that's totally fine, but it's never too late because even if you don't even have biological kids, you can always adopt. You can mentor at what is it? Like the Big Brother big sister kind of program. There's different options that you can do. So don't ever let age be something to stop you. Like I'm at my age and I'm finally doing stuff that I wish I did when I was like 20, 21, 22, 23, but now because I'm able to. I would have never like dreamed of doing that stuff when I was younger because I just didn't have the means, but now I do. And I'm enjoying life to the fullest. But I never let age stop me. And what's up? Oh, welcome to the stream.
Welcome in. Well, like I said, as far as the kids thing, is it more just about the like age as far as like, oh, I'm this age, I shouldn't have kids? It's really more about how I feel physically. Because one of my things is I'm already at that point in my age where parts of my body are starting to break down.
Hmm.
So there are things I physically can't do anymore. And I'm the type of person where I'm like, if I want kids, I always wanted that full kid experience. I want to be able to run around with them in the field. I want to be able to play with them. I want to be able to give piggyback rides. I want to be able to do, all of these things where they would drag you around the parks and things like that. And the older you get, and with some people, it gets to the point where it's like you physically find yourself being hard to want to do some of the things that you would want to do with these kids. So that's why I put a age thing on it. It's like if I'm at a point where I physically don't feel like I can do these things that I wanted to do, I don't want to feel like I'm letting a kid down
Yeah.
because they're going to want to do these things.
Hmm.
But having kids was always the number one goal in my life. It just has never worked out for me.
And
But as far as like the age thing, my dad was 40 when I was born. So, I mean, I wasn't his first kid, I was his last kid, but still, my dad was 40 when I was born. So, I mean, like, you can definitely have kids at,
yeah,
at higher ages.
yeah, for sure.
And I'm not 40, just for people that might know. I'm not 40, I'm not there yet. But, I did always say that if I hit 40 and somebody that at least isn't pregnant, I'm giving up on kids. Me
Okay.
personally.
Fair enough.
But I'm also not going to allow that to be like a time's ticking. I'm going to get desperate and find the first person I walk like.
Yeah,
It'll
don't turn into
still
a
happen if it
passport
happens.
bro. Don't be one of those.
No, no, no. I'm not going to like get 39 and then all of a sudden it's just like, you want to have some kids? Like, no, no, that's not going to be me. Because while I don't have kids, I have like a million nieces and nephews because I have a lot of siblings.
Uh-huh.
So, and like I said, my dad had kids for 20 years. Like, he had his first kid when he was 20 and his last kid when he was 40, and a bunch in between.
Yeah.
So, I actually have a niece and a nephew who are older than me because
Oh,
of that, just because of the age gaps.
yeah.
I mean, my oldest brother, he's not alive anymore, but if he was, he would be 20 years older than me.
Wait, Marquise
That
was
that galaxy. You just got sent a galaxy. You are getting paid.
best. I love you. You're the fucking best.
Like the
Everybody follow
roses, the
Marquise.
galaxies, everybody. No, but that's what I was saying. Like, so my oldest brother would be 20 years older than me. So people would be like, "Well, he's old enough to be your dad." It's like, well, he's not. He's my brother.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I span. I have a niece and nephew older than me. I have nieces and nephews that aren't that much younger than I am. Some span a couple of years, some span 10 years, some are little kids. Vocals is my nephew. Like, people are starting to learn that more and more, but he is my nephew. I obviously he has known me his entire life. He is my sister's son, and I used to watch him growing up.
Yeah.
It's like we literally did everything together. Well, I said did like past tense. It's kind of still happening.
Did he watch you talking about vocals?
Yes.
So I was gonna say, did he watch SpongeBob? But we know he did. So
Of course
next
he
topic.
did. We did.
Next
Dude.
topic.
Every once in a while, I'll sit down and I'll pull up SpongeBob now. I don't care. Like, I don't feel like there's an age on content.
Oh yeah, no, there's no age on content. I just don't care about SpongeBob.
Oh, and I'm also setting you up for sound bites.
Christine gonna beat my ass.
I am setting you up for sound
Christine and
bites.
Mitchie, they're gonna be like, "You bitch."
Oh wait, he actually did message me again. Okay, some things came up, but he's still coming. But no, of course we're not gonna talk about SpongeBob. This is just a trolling moment that I had tonight
I
because of course
figured.
I'm gonna have trolling moments because that's what I do. You troll me all the time.
No, I don't. I'm innocent.
What you talking about, Tasha?
I don't know. What's the topic? What we talking about?
It's exactly what we're talking about. So let me go ahead and get into some real topics that we have going on today. Now that I know he's coming for sure, we're gonna pass by that right now because
Do I look
I
like
see you all the time on the punk rock channel, DragonBabyT, and these are 5 bands.
that you need to add to your playlist? Hell yeah.
It's because you're very out front about like your love for rock music, which you know what I'm saying? Like in the black community, you still have some of these people that feel like, oh, I should be listening to rock music.
Yeah, it's crazy. It used to be more prominent when I was younger. Um, but so like even now it's a lot more accepting than it ever was back then. And I'm just glad people's eyes are opening more to it. And I'm glad I was there at the beginning, honestly.
At the beginning, yes. And that's the thing. See, and I get it. It's also I don't know if it's necessarily a generational thing. I know with me, I grew up in the quote unquote hood, where it was like if you weren't listening to hip hop or R&B, you were weird.
You were weird. You were called white girl, white boy, Oreo. Been there, done that.
And I never really, I can take criticism a lot better now, but when you're a kid, that stuff can get to you. So even in my own household, I would always listen to music in secret, like when no one's at home, or I'd make sure the volume was low, or just I basically had to closet my music tastes
Yeah.
for a lot of my childhood. Now as I've gotten older, I don't really do that anymore. Like,
And you
then it
should,
turned out my dad never really cared what I listened to. It was really more other people in the family. Like, to this day, my mom will sometimes go, "Why you listen to that white folk stuff?"
why you listen to that devil music? Man, suck a dick. I mean, um,
but but
I
yes,
you should listen to whatever you would like to listen to.
exactly. Well, while we're on that subject, are there 5 bands you'd like to let everybody here know they should listen to?
Oh man, there's so many bands. My favorite ones, not necessarily a black band, not a black band at all. My favorite band of right now that's at the top is Hail the Sun. That is they filmed a music video earlier this year, and you can find me in said music video.
Mm, I need
Another,
the link.
yeah, for sure. Another band that I love that will span more than just rock. It's more like rock soul. almost a little bit. Like they're called Nightlife. Amazing, amazing band, and that is a black band. Very dancey, very poppy, and soulful, and just so much fun. So love Nightlife. Um, let's. I could honestly just do my Spotify top five wrapped if I wanted to. There's another band called Sleep Token. They make darker kind of music, but not even that dark because they use like R&B influences in some of their music. They are also all masked and anonymous, so nobody knows who they are. And I saw them in
Mm.
concert earlier this year. They were fantastic. Such a great band. Um, who else? Let's see. Origami Button. They're coming up. They're more of a popular rock band as well. And then, of course, I love all the classics. Oh, wait, that was four bands? I'm like, whoo. I'm like, I could go on for days. I could literally go on for days. Um,
Somebody earlier when they said they were just saying like no doubt. At first I thought they were talking about the band No Doubt. And I was like, oh, okay, but they were just saying like no doubt.
No Doubt was a good
Which
band.
by the way, I am a fan of No Doubt.
Yeah, No Doubt is a good band. Um, who else? It's so funny. It's like I listen to so much music, but when I get put on the spot and they're like, "Oh, what's your favorite?" And it's like besides like my favorite bands that I keep in my back pocket, outside of that, I'm like, who do I like? What do I like? It's just a lot. But Hail the Sun for sure. Um, and there's just a lot. There's just a lot.
See, for me, like I will say that there's not really many modern rock bands that I listen to, but to be fair, there's not a lot of modern music that I listen to. It seems I found myself like I've been capped at like a certain era of music and I just continue working my way back.
See, you sound like like my friend. She listens to the same music from back in the day, and one of the things I love to do is find new music that is so not like me. Like I'll listen to some of the same songs over and over, like I get obsessed. But other than that, like I love listening to like what the new releases of the week on Spotify or um just new bands in your area, or I would go up and see what concerts are coming up and check out the bands to see if I like the band so I can go to the concerts. Like I just love finding new music. It's so much fun to me.
Well, people got to understand. Well, I guess they don't need to understand because they don't really know me that well. But my dad was a DJ,
Ah,
so like growing up, I have still in downstairs in the main walk-in closet are like all of my dad's old records.
oh, that's
Uh,
dope.
but when he used to DJ, so when a lot of people are always like, "Oh, you're such and such age, you really listen to music from like the 50s and 60s and 70s." Like, yes.
Yeah.
My dad was 40 years older than I was again, and I was when he was a DJ in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Actually, he DJ'd all the way up until he died.
Yeah.
And so I have like the actual records of like the OJs and like Michael Jackson records and like George Clinton and a whole lot of that stuff. So I am a very 70s, 80s heavy kid
Okay.
when it comes to music. And a lot of that stems from that was what played in my house when I grew up.
Right.
So though that was the but even as I got older, you know, um, I don't know what it is about the '80s sound. I guess like those kicks, those snares, that techno, whatever you want to say about that, the sound of '80s music
The house, the dance.
is probably my favorite era and my favorite decade for music, and not just because I was born in that decade. Yes, I just aged myself there. Um, you know,
Hey.
80s baby. But not just because of that, just that was a lot. I grew up in the 90s, so there was still a lot of heavy 80s stuff playing in my household.
Yeah.
But like my playlists are weird when because I'm anyone that follows me on Instagram knows I'm a full-time DoorDasher. So whenever I'm out, my playlists are weird. Like one day I'll listen to like old Motown all day, riding
Hmm.
around, and then like the next day I'm just nothing but Michael Jackson all day, whatever era. And then the next day I'm listening to anime music. And then there's a day where I'm listening to my pop playlist, and I even have a rock playlist. It's just my tastes are just all over the place. But when it comes to more modern, I don't know. It's not that I hate modern music. I'm not one of those people that our parents have become. Just like our music was better when we were young. It's just it's about having my ear catch things. And I found myself that for years, now I'm just, like you said, I've just found myself whenever I get in the car, I'm just playing all my old playlists instead of just turning on the radio and going, what's new out here?
All right, I didn't say the radio. Ain't shit on the radio.
Well, when I say radio, I mean also just like radio or just like even on my music, on my Amazon Music, I could easily
Yeah.
go to something and be like, we recommend this stuff and let this run. And a lot of times I don't do it.
Yeah.
Like the only reason I'm even still big on like up on modern hip hop is because number one, I'm still part of the community. You go to these cons, you go out to the after parties, you see what's playing.
Yep.
And then my brother, who's 2 years older than me, he's still a heavy, heavy hip hop head. So he will just, and he knows how my genre of music have kind of gone, and he can be the same way too. He kind of filters through modern hip hop to find what he likes and what he doesn't like because he's not a fan of like the overall modern hip hop, but there's still some artists out there. So if he finds something he likes, he'll text it to me and be like, "You need to listen to this album."
Okay.
And I just be like, "All right."
Yep.
So my brother's got my back when it comes to that. But no, back to rock. Like I said, I'm probably more 90s, 2000 ish. Like I saw you had Linkin Park on the list you sent me.
Oh yeah,
I
I love
was
Linkin Park. They are
super
legends.
heavy Linkin Park,
Yep.
super heavy.
Iconic.
And then, like I said, I said earlier, I was like a fan of No Doubt. I'm a fan of Gwen Stefani, period. But I was a fan of No Doubt even before the solo run.
Yeah.
You know, um, what was it? I want to say it was like late '90s, early 2000s when like, yes, that was also around the time when like the NSYNCs and the Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys and all of that stuff was all like really, really hot. Which at the time it was hard to admit I liked some of that stuff, but now I don't care. But that was also around the time, when like Limp Bizkit was going on, and then a few years after that, there was like Fall Out Boy and and stuff like that, like My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco, and all of these different things started coming out, and I messed with all of them. In fact, all of them are on my playlist.
Good, as they should be.
As they should be. Meanwhile, my nephew, if he ever manages to make it here, I remember it was like, I want to say it was either at DreamCon or it was at one of the cons where the night was going great. And then, like, toward the end of the night, they just started playing like old rock songs and stuff. And he was just kind of standing around like, all y'all really know the words to all these songs. Because he's like,
Every DreamCon after party has had that where they like end it with like some Paramore or a Linkin Park or some shit like that. Everybody always knows the words, and I love that. I love
I
that for
went to
them.
school with one of the original members of Paramore.
Oh, you went to school with one of them? That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
I'm in Tennessee, and that's pretty much where they're based out of.
Yeah.
And a few of the members, could I actually live, I pretty much say Nashville area, but I live in Franklin, and one of the original members of Paramore is from Franklin. And yeah, like we went to school together.
That's
And like, we weren't like super close friends, but we were cool.
yeah.
Like, and we stayed somewhat cool a little bit even after the band formed, and then as sometimes happens, you don't hear from people anymore.
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me because I was like, we weren't that close anyway. So I wasn't one of those people like, oh, we need to really become friends now that you're famous. It was like, no, you're out there doing your thing. And then now he's not in the group anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I said original member because, yeah, he ain't in the group anymore. I don't know what he's up to now.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay too. I also went to school with Kesha.
Oh wow.
And yeah, somebody, I remember when I was working at Crystal, somebody didn't believe that I went to school with Kesha. So I brought the yearbook in.
You were like, I had to prove it.
They were like, they were heavy on me. It's like, first of all, I don't lie to people. I don't have a reason to lie to people. I don't get the benefit of lying to people. So it's like, first of all, if I wanted to flex about something, I've no disrespect to Kesha, but I think I probably could have done better than Kesha to flex about.
Right.
You know, and it's like, I was like, no, she went to my school. Like, I interacted with her a few times.
Yeah.
Shout out to older siblings with good taste in music. I'm listening to LMAO Y. What are you saying Y about? Did I miss something? Making sure we did. Look at this. Look at this. Are you
What?
sure you have to go anywhere? Because you could probably pay your bills just being on here tonight.
Thank you, Ash. Wait, what's the NPC? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love.
I can't remember what that NPC one was. So
So I'm gonna just make it up. Thank you for the love.
I was about to say. So yeah, I really couldn't. I couldn't tell you on that one.
Welcome alive, everybody.
But yes, and to be fair, I didn't go to school with Kesha long. Like she was there for maybe like a year at my school, and then she went to a different school, and she barely came to school then. Like she was always like one of them. I'll pause for dramatic effect.
One of them what? Oh, his vocals coming in?
Pause for dramatic effect.
You
But
ruined
no, Kesha, like I said, even back then, like she didn't come to school that often. Like she always felt like she didn't really belong there. Like she always had kind of like this. I'm gonna say I don't want to say weird, but yeah, a little bit. Um, she would definitely look like one of those people that would be like, you know what, they might go out and make something of themselves. Like she never felt like she fat in. I guess is the best thing I would really say.
Mm. Well, hopefully she's doing well.
Well, I mean, I know for the longest time she felt like she was being, held down by her management, but then that got resolved and
Yeah. So we'll see what's next for her.
she pops up from time to time. Like I said, I'm a fan of some of her songs, but I wouldn't know if I would say I'm an actual Kesha fan where it's like, oh, I just gotta listen to everything she does.
Yeah,
But she's got songs I like.
that's a no for me, dog. So
She's got a couple of songs I like.
yeah. I mean, they were popular back then, but it's not like, ooh, let me put it on a playlist.
Oh
TikTok.
no.
DJ. No. Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
don't know if I should even say the next statement because it'll probably get the live shut down and it'll probably get some people to come after me. But living in Tennessee my entire life, you would think that I would be a huge fan of a certain woman that's based out of here that's like running the pop game these days. But
I don't nobody care about no damn Taylor Swift.
I'm glad you said it.
Although people love her, no hate against her. She's
And for what it's worth, I don't
she's not my
hate
cup of tea.
her, but
Yeah. Well,
in fact, she's got 2 songs that are actually on my playlist, but I'm not like the big like I gotta listen to like everything.
oh, fair enough. The whole dance intro.
Oh God!
This guy.
I'm so sorry. I'm
You
so sorry.
you are late.
I had to take care of family important matters. We've been arguing for a whole hour, and it's 8 o'clock. I swear to God, I'm not even lying to you. That's why I got my Kaneki mask on. I'm on my bull vibe right now. I'm Black Air Force energy right now. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody today? Oh my gosh!
He does our introductions.
Wow!
All right.
Yo!
That's what I've been waiting for.
I can take this off. I'm not on that vibe right now. I'm with the family. I'm with the crew. Little Mama Tasha. I am so sorry. Mr. King Drell, I am super sorry. But you know what? I'm here. I'm here. I've been looking forward for this freaking episode of our guest. I've been right here waiting for this moment in my entire life. Holy crap.
Entire
But
life.
it's all good. We're not gonna talk about me. We know about me. I don't want to talk about me. I hate myself right now because shit is crazy. I don't want to talk about myself. But I appreciate you. My name is Vocals. Hello, hi, how you doing? How you doing? Hello. How you doing? Greetings and salutations. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about me today. I'm on my Black Earth Force Energy vibes. Just rock with me right now, okay? Just rock with me. If we're gonna do this intro, we gotta do this right. Even though this was one long of a fucking intro because it's prologue season, but we ain't gotta worry about that though. We don't care about that though. I just want to fucking Chat, I need all the yerds right now. I see you talking. Holy crap. My name is Vocals, one of the co-hosts of one of the podcasts, the realest podcast that we ever got on TikTok right now. We talk about anime, sometimes some tea, but we got some extra shit over here too. Because we don't just talk about me in the day. We're going to talk about the man that made it all happen because you know he got the Hunter x Hunter right now. The man got the card to go around and get anything he wanted to tell your world if he uses that Hunter x Hunter card. Go ahead, flex. I know you got it. Go ahead and flex. I know you got it. Flex for me for a second. Hold on. I just need to see it. I need to see the card. He's looking for it, ladies and gentlemen.
Where is it?
But it seems like he can't find it right now. But it's all good because we know he has it. We're talking about the man who made everything happen on this podcast because he had it made it for real. We're talking about one of the people that he actually has a crown on top of his head, walking left and right like, damn, I can't believe it's me walking through the building right now. We're talking about the man that he will break down the Disney detective and look, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, with the flex. With the flex. We're talking about a man who walk around, seen a bunch of things. We're talking about a man, if he saw about your favorite Disney Channel show, he's gonna make you feel some type of way. I hate to say it, but everybody give it up to the man who made all this podcast real is happening. Everybody give it up for Mr. King Drell, the mighty dynasty bitches right now. Holy crap. But then, I say this every single time on the podcast show. It ain't about me. It ain't about him. Because we got one of the most special people that's in our hearts. We got one of the queens that's really in this game. We're talking about a person who I went to this year and found out a lot about, who I did not know about. Because she was driving the boat. I couldn't understand it, but she drove the boat. We're talking about a person who made a lot of things happen when it comes to anything. We're talking about a woman who was walking around in New York and was like, hi, how you doing? We're talking about the woman who had the Star Wars cosplay, running around looking like a Sith. We're talking about the woman who would talk about all types of rock bands to put it on your freaking list. We're talking about a woman who made anything possible if you put your freaking mind into it. We're talking about a woman who made every single thing happen when it came to Anime Geek Retreat. We got the Dawn. We got the Beautiful. We got the Strawberry Shortcake. Miss Tasha B. Dragon, everybody give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Give it up to the queen. Oh my God.
That was a hell of an introduction.
This podcast is real. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. I am super excited. Oh my gosh. Let's
I feel so special.
get to it. My good. Mama Tasha, how you been, beautiful? You look great.
Oh my God, thank you. You look amazing as well. How have you been?
Stop it.
It's so silly.
Stop it. Little tee-hee right now. Little tee-hee going on. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I got me doing my anime. You better stop that. Got me feeling so tight. Man.
Sir.
Everybody's doing great. King, how you feeling? How you doing, man?
It ain't even about. She's already gotten her bills paid so much. She has 1.5K above her head right now.
Make sure y'all like the live if you're watching.
It's ridiculous.
I can't.
You told me people already paying her bills?
Already.
So let me ask you this, Miss Tasha. Do you know what we do when people pay our bills? Just
No,
follow along.
I do not.
Sin City was made of.
Stop it.
Yeah. We got it. Okay. Now you get it. Now you got to join the Riz. Every guest we have on here, we got to do the weekly.
Everyone.
So
Every single
You got to
one.
give us a Riz. You gotta give us a riz. You ready? We pop it off. We pop it off. We pop it off. Look that way. That way. All right, good with it. All right.
Sin City was made of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious.
God, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, this is I am hyped. This is a beautiful moment. I am blessed. I am so blessed to have you here. I am super grateful that you're here today. Oh my gosh. Y'all, Chad, do y'all not know? Fun fact, do y'all know she's my favorite person? If y'all literally don't know, if y'all did not know
That's
that,
a
she's
secret.
literally my
Oh,
favorite.
that's supposed to be a secret.
If y'all did not know. Oh, no. They don't need to be secret. The whole world got to know about this.
Okay.
This is something you can't hold a secret about this one. This is too real. This is too real. The most beautiful thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh my goodness. You look good though. I mean, you look amazing.
We see what's above my head right now.
The star of the Sith. I tell you thought I was lying? Yo, chat, if you thought I was lying, I was never lying. I told you she do this, bro. The cosplay game, she makes y'all, she gonna make y'all look crazy, bro. She gonna make y'all look stupid. You feel me?
That's never the intention.
Girl, we ain't trying to hear that. We know how you is because you be bold as hell. We ain't trying to hear that. We be seeing some of the comments that you be putting. Look at that. How my demons look. Look at that. Look at that.
That was fun.
That.
That was a fun one.
I know. Because look here. One thing I learned for sure. She is a very beautiful, unique person. But there is a dark side that I don't think y'all just ready for, bro. Like, I would be so real. I don't think y'all are ready for her dark side, because her dark side is literally something that y'all gonna be like, okay. But look at the drip though. Look at the drip. She's gonna paint the town red. I see you. Yo, from
Yeah.
I see you in the chat. What's up, family? You feel me, Zahara? Oh, is that how you say your name, Zahara? Zahara.
Oh, that's my girl.
This is
Hey,
my
Zahara. Hi, how you doing? My name is Vocals. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, y'all don't know each other? My bad.
No,
They don't know each other. We do.
Oh,
Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. Real. I see everybody here. Oh my gosh, you feel me?
Big Griff.
Yo, is that the Gryffindor robe?
Yes.
Big Gryffindor. The
Big
big G. Man, oh my God, yo, that's already. Hey, yo, all you Slytherins right now, bro.
Uh-oh.
All you Slytherins right now, bro. You all can take the L, bro. Y'all can have your sewer parties. I'm good. I ain't smelling like poop and waters and mice are down there, bro.
The Bills again,
At
Ro.
the end of the day, we saved the world. We saved y'all. Don't forget about that.
What?
Thank you so much. What are these? What's the NPC
you
for
coming in
this?
and paying my bills. Rogue, sweetie, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Yo, are you kidding me right now?
Ooh.
Oh my. Y'all, stop paying my bills. You are, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Stop it.
Oh, thank you for the rose.
No, that ain't what you say. You gotta.
Thank you for the roses.
So good. Smells so good. Thank you, girl.
Oh my gosh, you guys are incredible, bro. Thank you, Zahar. Thank you for the rose. Yo, thank you. Oh my gosh. People are paying bills today. Why is it always paying the bills?
Because Mama Tasha's here.
Sin City was made of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit that one. Hold on. We ain't even act like we don't see the spider punk right here, though. We ain't even act like we don't see the spider punk, though. Wait, hold on.
No, we ain't gonna act like that.
Hold on. I see her with the black fingernails. Bang, bang, into the room. I know you wanna. Oh.
I appreciate y'all so much. This is great.
We appreciate you. What are you talking about?
What you
took the time out
mean?
of your day to come by us, and you're a very busy lady. We know how you are. You're super busy. You don't stop for nobody, but you stop for us. That says a lot. That says a lot.
However, sir, full disclosure, we've only got her for about another half hour.
Okay, it's all good. Like I said, I got her for a great hour. It's all good. It's all good because we don't even plan on talking that long that much anyways. It's all good. It's all good.
Gia's always doing something. This is superstar right here.
Talking about this is Monkey D. Luffy.
We might end up just spending the rest of the podcast talking about how we're not worthy. Like,
Shut up.
seriously.
First of all, no, stop. Stop it.
Nah, I'm just letting y'all know. It's just make sure. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, short story. We wasn't expecting to be this very graceful in her presence of Miss Tasha because, you know, we met her last year in a couple of things, you know, and then we met her like it was but like we really didn't really like sit down and enjoy each other because I think did we talk at New York a little bit?
We met her
like our first like entanglement.
I met her in New York. I was already following her, but I met her in person in New York.
Okay.
Right. That's when I saw her walking down with her whole posse. It was like one person, and I turned. I said, "Hey, Moon," and all of a sudden, I saw the rest of them just walk behind them like
the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah.
Not the Wu-Tang.
I said, they down here like Wu-Tang Clan, and
yes.
The Wu-Tang Clan. Like
they came in there, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
Cream, get the money.
That's how they strolled in.
I'm telling you. And then ever since that day, I think we just slowly wrapped up because it was like, and this is how I know. And this is how I know that me and Tasha had a great bond. And I think it was at Geek Retreat. And I think this is a little side story, right? And I'm not going to tell you how to get into Geek Retreat. That ain't my business. That's not my disclosure. Ha ha. So I'm saying that now. It ain't our business. It's not a disclosure. We're not doing that. That's not. We are Loki and Batman, but at the end of the day, we are not the type of person. Look here. You can hate from outside of the club. You still can't get in. All right. So, anyways, look here. I say, well, me and Tasha really had a conversation. I think everybody was just having fun, doing a regular thing. And then I think this was me about having a closure aside because I think she was trying to make sure I was okay because, you know, everybody else was having fun and stuff and partying. And you know me, y'all know me, when I have to disclose myself from people, go outside and look at nature because nature looks so beautiful at the moment. I ain't gonna hold you. That was sure. And then she came up to me. She was like, "Vocals, I want to talk to you." I was like, "Oh shit, am I in trouble? What did I do? I literally didn't do nothing." Like, that's why I call her Mama Tasha, because she came up to me like a mother. Like, "Let me talk to you real quick, Vocal." So I was like, "What'd I do? Did I do something?" I swear, I don't know what I did. What did I do? And then she was like, "Vocals, I just want to know, are you okay? Are you having fun right now?" I was like, she came in to check in on me. She's the first person. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on here? I'm good. I'm fine. Are you sure? Because you feel me? You was great, and then you close yourself from everybody. Are you good? I was like, I swear, I'm fine. I'm one of those people where when it's too much people, he will tell you this. I have my moments where there's so many people go around. I just have to disclose myself, have some peaceful ground to, you know, get. And you know,
I'm the same way.
It's just like, it's no disrespect to anybody. It's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, when I talk to y'all, look here. I'm in a house full of Black, beautiful, and Asian content creators in the house. You feel me? For like 4 or maybe 5 days, okay? You gotta think about it. They don't go to sleep till 3 or 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, all right? They don't ever go to sleep. They don't believe in going to sleep. I went to sleep at freaking 1, then wake up hearing Moon upstairs and them dancing on some extra shit. They was playing New York Nigerian music, okay? They was Afro beats over there.
That was a fun night, first of all.
You see what I'm saying? Look! Afro beats going on. That was like, soon and very soon.
To be fair, you know her name is Moon. She doesn't come out when the sun is up.
I'm telling you, everything at night was lit. And one thing I can honestly say about Miss Tasha was when she saw me on the sideline, she came up and checked on me, see I was good, because she thought something was going on. But like I told her, I was absolutely fine. I was just having my separation moment, but it was appreciated. She came out. She was like, "Oh, okay, well, as soon as you get done, you're finna come downstairs and you're finna join with us and have fun because we're gonna take some shots and you're bullshitting. So we're gonna do that." I said, "Okay, all right, let's do it. All right, say less. Drive the boat."
Right.
Sounds about right.
And the thing with me was, like I said, New York was my first interaction at the EdenCon party. You know, we were there. We were all, you know, everybody's turning up. Everybody's doing their thing. And, you know, because there was a bunch of people that we already had met in person. But at Anime NYC last year, there were a few people that I'd known and I'd spoken to like online a lot, but that I met in person for the first time. And, she was one of them. And there was a couple others that, storying about them. I'm not going to get into them right now. But I was over there, I was talking to Jasiri, and Jasiri always has this thing where Jasiri wants to make sure that I know the community, that I know everybody. So whenever we're talking, and if somebody walks up and he sees me and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? We exchange. He's like, it's fine. But if he sees somebody that he knows, or in this case, like a Tasha or somebody, and he sees I haven't gone over there to say anything yet, he's already got in his mind, he must not know her. So, and he goes, he's like, have you met DragonBabyT yet? I said, not in person, not yet. But you finna to today. Come on over here.
That sounds like Jasiri.
Bruh.
So he came over there, we said hi for a second. Obviously, it's a club, so, that isn't really the ideal place to try to meet somebody and chat for the first time. But it was a, hey, what's up, took a picture, whatever. And then the next day, I saw her at the actual con. And, and I went up because I was a fan of her work. That's why I followed her and all of that stuff. And I remember going, hey, DragonBaby, do you mind if I get a picture with you? And, exactly. Fast forward a year later, and now I'll shove a phone in her face and just say, come over here, Mama Tasha, we're taking a selfie. But it's like, what a difference a year makes.
Honestly.
I'm telling you, after all that disclosure and then be invited into an environment like that said so freaking much about how much people show love in the community and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we're
love those type of people. My friends are your friends.
We're still new in the game. Technically, we're still new. Technically. Yeah,
well,
but it hasn't been cool.
I see Zuzumaki down in the chat. I didn't meet her for the first time until the mansion party.
What mansion party?
The one at Anime Week in Atlanta.
At Daisy and Exes?
Yes.
Y'all just met?
Yes.
Damn. I just feel like everybody knows everybody.
Again, I followed her online. I was a fan, but we had never met.
I just assume that everyone, I really did. It's a bad trait, but I'm just like, oh, you don't know? Oh, my bad.
Look here. We are really
We're
good,
still new.
Especially me. I'm really good going in and act like I know everybody, but I do not know your name. I tell you, I will sit here and talk to you for a good minute, but will not remember your freaking name. I promise you. But I promise you, he's seen it multiple times. And I even asked him, like, damn, what is that person's name? He said, you really don't know her name? I said, you've been talking to her for half an hour? I was like,
I'll talk and I'll say somebody's name, and he'll be like, who's that again? I'm like, you don't know?
Oh my God.
No.
And then I have to start describing them to him, and now I got to describe what they look like. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yep, it's that bad to the point. But at that party, though, it was amazing. But it was just like every person in there, like, I knew 75% of them. But the rest, I know for a fact I did it. Because some of y'all met at Geek Retreat and some of y'all met at the con. Mm-hmm. But then I saw some new familiar faces. And I was like, look here. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, nice to meet you. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, nice to go to talk, whoop-de-whoop. Like, bro, my brain cells is terrible at remembering people. And I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You just say what's up to them and you figure it out later. That's what I do. If I don't remember their name, it's just, hey. And then I figure
you.
Like,
exactly.
guy I met last week, like.
Figure it out later because somebody's gonna take pictures and somebody gonna tag that person. You will find out later.
You'll find out who they are later.
And you're not lying about that.
But what? And again, this podcast ain't about them, so I won't get into names. But there have been times where me, or especially him, because he's the one that's bad with faces and stuff, have interacted with people, and then he'll talk to them, chat about whatever, and then we'll get back and he'll go online and he'll see a picture of them, and then he'll see their tag. He's like, wait, what?
Yep.
That was funny. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He's so serious. It's such a true. It's so serious. Like I will like, and I think that's the best part. I will honestly say about my personality. Like I won't even mention like what your lifestyle, what you have. It's just as long as we have a great vibe, conversation, and we chilling. You feel me? That's just how I feel.
That's
like it's just like.
Well, the best part about it is it's good that he's that way in a way because it lets you know that him walking up to you and vibing you with stuff. It's because he genuinely wants to vibe and not because of quote unquote who you are. Because at that point, he might not even know you're somebody.
Oh,
That's all after the fact.
Oh God. Oh God, I remember after the oh my God, yo, like
I'm
remember,
trying not to say
yo,
names.
remember, what was it last AWA when everybody when I met all of them grouped up together
Right.
at the
That was what
costume?
I was kind of referring to. But if you
Yeah,
want to tell the
that's the
story, go right
greatest
ahead.
example. That's the greatest example, and I still got the video till this day. Oh my gosh, bro! He had all y'all was like in the bar section at Trap Sushi, and I was just like, "Yo, you feel me?" But I was hyperactive. I'm moving everywhere because I don't stay in one place. As y'all can notice, I don't stay in one spot. I will always be moving. So I'm like, "Okay, yo, what's up over here?" And then I'm like, "Yo, what's up over here?" And all that good stuff. And then I was over there like literally. He was like, damn, where's my nephew? You know what? I know exactly where he went. So he went in the middle of the dance floor. He was like, yep, there he is. And I'm just over there. I said, I'm with Jaziri, the dance circle. And then I see everybody else. I'm like, okay, I'm like in this group. We fine. Then we get done. I'm like, whoa. I'm sweaty and stuff. I'm like, man, what a great time. He said, you know that's such and such and such, right? I said, who? He said, you know that's such and such, right? I said, swear to God. He said, yeah, those people you was talking to the entire time. I was like, swear to God. He was like, and then he was like, and then when he came to you, he was like, yeah, Tasha, she's the bank account. I'm like, oh,
Not the bank account.
oh, say less. I
So-
didn't know, but I was so starstruck because I was like, wait, we talking about the star of the show? My goodness. Man, it was such a beautiful. If I could go back in the past and to do that again, I would.
Those words are not verbatim, by the way. So we're not gonna...
I figure.
It was so genuine.
Just so you know, 20-minute check. I got 20 minutes.
We got you. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, because I told her we are prone to kind of losing track of time. We've been on. We've had a dang near 5-hour podcast before.
Yeah, that's
Just because we have no idea what the vibes are that good though. We like those.
Yeah.
We like when it happens.
100%. But disclaimer though, same disclaimer for the last 20 minutes. We are a family, and anything that comes up with each other, we become to say words to each other. At the end of the day, we love each other when it comes to these debates, because this is a podcast about debates and everything like that. So by all means, if you want to cuss at each other, we don't mind. If you want to get mad at us, we don't mind, because at the end of the day, we are family. All right. So I'm ready to discuss.
What else is new?
I'm ready to discuss. I want to pick on Miss Tasha brain cells over here, all right?
Well, here's the thing about picking on Tasha. She never has the best memory with certain things. So, like, she sent me a list of a lot of stuff she likes, and then she was like, don't quiz me on them, no.
Because I'm not going to remember.
I'm like, well, dang, so what are we going to do? Like, let me list off some of the things that she sent me that she likes. She likes Billy and Mandy. She likes Recess, Totally Spies,
Ooh.
Dexter, Johnny Bravo.
Right.
And she doesn't watch SpongeBob, so I think we already know the answer to this.
We know that.
I'm just saying. So I think we already know the answer to this based off that list, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Bruh.
I feel like different moods have different
emotion. I feel like it was a bullshit answer she was about to say. Sorry,
it depends on what mood you're in, but honestly, Cartoon Network I feel like had more grounded shows, while Nickelodeon was more kiddie.
Tasha, you're starting to lose balance from the fence riding that you're doing right now.
You said what?
You're starting to lose balance from the fence riding that you're doing right now. We want an answer. So is this Cartoon Network you're saying?
All right, we'll say Cartoon Network.
Okay, we got it. Got to get the sound bites. Got to log off. Nice seeing y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Mars, don't think I didn't see you in here.
Is that Shot O'Clock Mars?
Yes, Shot O'Clock Mars. Yes, it is.
Mars! I love
Yes, it is.
Not
Yes,
one
it is.
Look in the mirror, Mars. There's a goat right there.
Bye.
Don't call him a celebrity. He doesn't like that. But, you know, he's famous in my book. Just like
Absolutely.
Tasha is, you know. And that's all that matters.
Homie.
Y'all are big time in my book.
Mars is like the mascot of Geek Retreat. O'clock.
What?
You know the vibes. Okay, Cartoon Network. That was the answer.
No, we definitely got that. I just want to get that sound bite out there. But no, you know, you don't hear people say like Johnny Bravo and stuff like that every day.
Goofy
It's,
joined. I'm sorry, that's the homie. Love you, Goofy. Y'all know Goofy, right? He's really
No,
tall.
probably
Really
not.
tall.
I probably am not. But what's up,
I
Goofy?
might
How
have
you
to see a
doing?
face, but probably not. But we can.
If you
Nice to meet you, Goofy.
Anytime.
I'm the light skinned Drake. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you, my brother. How
not
you
just be the
doing?
light skin.
By the way, guys, y'all need to follow this up here above me. I've just started doing that now. We're trying to get that to 1,000 followers so that we can start doing this outright. There's a lot of big things that are going to be going down for this podcast next year. If you think, and in about 5 weeks, we will be celebrating our 1 year anniversary special. I'm
Yes,
definitely
we
trying to get something
are.
big going on for that.
So proud of y'all.
And by the way, we're also kind of nominated for a podcast of the year. So you know what? You guys should definitely go on Instagram and vote for us for that because definitely blessed.
Which we were shocked when we didn't know that was a thing. I was hella shocked. I woke up one day, saw that on my I said, "What the fuck? We just started." I said, "We just started."
John, what's up, bro?
Not John Moss, LOL. That's the Geek Retreat fan right there.
The Geek Retreat's coming in right now.
Right.
What it up, John?
Y'all should interview John. That would be a great episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, most definitely. Like I just, like I said, we can't get everybody all at once. We only do this once a week.
That's true.
But I reach out to a bunch of people. But yes,
Damn,
John,
you did
if you're
everyone
still
from
here,
Retreat.
I may be hitting you up at some point soon about coming through because I think that will be a very hilarious podcast.
Like, so you got to worry about. We got so much equipment. Oh my God, you have no idea. Like for next year big event that we have planned something so big that when it comes, because we getting equipment and stuff for it, but this edition of like the recording process and the computers and stuff for this event that we got going on this year, y'all ain't gonna lie, y'all not ready. You're not ready for next year. You're not ready. And that's all I like to say. I'm not gonna say it because a couple months down the road you're gonna see it, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. But all I know is y'all are not ready for what we got planned going on next year. We've been planning this since this year. Y'all are not ready for next year. It's gonna go crazy.
Sorry, if it looks like I'm looking down at my phone, something that I won't spoil right now, but next week's guest is actually messaging me because there might be a little bit of a scheduling conflict because when we agreed to that date, I don't think they realized that they were going to be going to a con that same weekend because Anime Frontier is next weekend.
Oh shit, it is.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
In Texas, yes, like pretty much everybody's going.
Well, have fun in Texas. Enjoy yourselves. I know I'm not going.
But no, they were assuring me that even though they're flying into Texas that day, because we do this Thursdays and technically the con doesn't start until Friday, they're assuring me that they still want to come on. So
look here,
we're good.
I want to say Texas, boogaloo. All right, screw your weather.
so Tasha, we talked before he got here. We already talked about music tastes and everything. Right. We got your 5 bands because we know that's what you always like to do. We got this before you got here.
Her bands. So. I be trying to keep up with her bands, and it's goddamn hard for me to keep up with her.
But now switching over to anime because we haven't gotten into anime. Ooh,
hey, who smacked your phone, bro?
We haven't gotten into anime yet, and since we only got you for a little bit, we can't let you go without talking about a little bit of anime. For starters, who would you say is your number 1 all-time favorite anime character?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fuck. Okay.
That's interesting.
All-time favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I am going to say my all-time favorite anime character would have to be Kenpachi from Bleach.
Wow.
It has to be because when I first started watching Bleach back in 2010,
okay,
he was one character that really stood out to me. and like I think where I was in life, and then how he's like introduced to the series of Bleach, where he's just like, I don't need a fucking Zanpakuto. Like I can conceal all of my anger and emotions and stuff, and then when I really explode, I can fuck you up without any extra help or something. And I feel like that just kind of touched me because that's kind of where I was in my life at that time, and that was before, way before I started really delving back in deep to anime. So I'm gonna have to say Kenpachi, but I do also really love Gojo as well. But that's more on the new. That's on
Brother,
the
I had that coming. I swear I felt that coming. I swear to God I did. I swear to God I felt that coming. I swear to God I felt that coming. I said the first thing in the back of my brain, I said, I swear to God, she said Gojo. I swear to God. I swear to God. What Kapachi I get it. But what about Gojo? What do you like about Gojo?
Is it because he's a man, or is that more of an anime crush?
because he's hot. No, but I also love that he's so OP that it's like ridiculous that people essentially look up to this man because he's that fucking good. Like just judging from the first episode when he got into the fight with Sakuna in Yuji's body, he was just so cool with it, so smooth with it, just like ducking and dodging. I was like, I like this man. I like him a lot. I like his
One finger
cockiness.
though. Hold on. He only had one finger though. Hold on. That's one finger. That's one finger Sukuna though. All right. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. That's one finger Sukuna.
Well, okay, that still doesn't negate from the fact that I thought Gojo was a really, really cool character. So,
I mean, I give you the man crush Wednesdays that a lot of you feel me because y'all see him having beach with his clothes, extra stuff. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But as in the OP character, I can't really give you OP. I can't give you OP too much. It's crazy, but I can't give you OP because the still man got dropped by Toji at the end of the day. He ain't that OP. That's how I feel. Because if you that OP, but you got dropped by a man with no curse energy, it's just where's the OP in that if you got dropped? OP I give you is the reverse curse. That's bullshit still in my honor still to this day, but I'll let you have it because it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
everybody has bad days.
Yes. Nah, bad days is having a sailor beam through your chest and you still woke up saying don't die Ichigo and he's walking around acting
Oh
like
no,
he
no,
knows
no!
what
Like,
he's
like
doing.
we're here. We're
Like,
here.
that's what I'm. That's if you want to call bullshit, we can talk about that. Like you want to keep it a band with you. Like hell no. Like no. But I see. I give you though. I'm not finna like ruin your world about Gojo because you're not.
Oh no! Or the Hime did a lot of healing on Bleach, but saying Ichigo don't die might be the best heal job she ever did.
Oh my god! They pull plot out of the fucking sky off of that one. I tell you what. I don't care. Nobody. I don't care what nobody say when it came to Ichigo. He should have been done. Bleach should have been over. End of the rap. No.
You could say that about a lot of main characters of anime. Like everybody has plot armor.
Right.
Not as bad as Ichigo.
Not as bad as hold on. Here's the thing. Here's my top 3 bad as in thing right now. One is going to be Gojo. I'm not going to hold you. One is Gojo because Toji did the most disrespectful thing and and then you just tell me he just put all that back in his body. He's walking up like, you should have took off my head. Bitch, you ain't Thanos. What the hell this is? Like, what? That's what he said. He said, you should have took off my head. My man was drunk with power walking around and literally done like an orchestra in the sky like it's Get Out. No, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. How? You retired? You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't keep up with them. But somehow you came back with all the stab wounds that you got in your body. Like I said, it wasn't just one stab he pulled. That man put 35 stab wounds with a big cut in the chest, bro. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's why I said number 1, it's bullshit. That gotta go. 2, obviously, Ichigo. It's crazy, bro. And then we can talk about Ichigo. Let's talk about Ichigo real quick, okay? Listen to me. You gotta get, there is no way in hell, he should survive about that 10 times sailor beam to his chest. Can we agree with that? My number 4 walked up on him and said, show me your Getsuga. And he did it. He said, "Oh, it's like a cello bean, but let me show you what R or run cars are. Let me give you a taste." Show him a taste what it was real quick, and he was like, "Oh, okay. See, I didn't even point it at you. You'll be gone." And then he actually was playing with them food in hollification form, and then picked him up and put a finger in his chest and blew a giant Attack on Titan hole inside of him. If you want to talk about donut, that's a donut.
Donut holes, that's a donut
If you
hole.
want to talk about donut, that's a donut right there. And he did. And then you mean to tell me he wakes up because of a hollification and order he may say, "Don't die, Ichigo"? Get the fuck out.
He just stands up and he's like, okay.
It wasn't even Ichigo.
It sounds like you're
Ichigo. He was a hollow.
is what it sounds like.
Say what?
Nothing.
What she just say? What did she just say?
6-minute time check. Okay.
I'm gonna run back the tape. It sounds like she said that it sounds like you're hating, sir. Yeah.
No, I can't hate on something that's bullshit. That's mad bullshit. That you can't make that shit up. You can't make a giant sailor bean walk up and then be like everything is fine. No, that shit does not work like that. Then the third biggest bullshit is Naruto getting the Jinchuriki out of his body. He should have been gone.
Confession.
No.
Never
Sure.
Naruto. I don't care to either. So don't try to come at me. I don't care.
I didn't come at you with Naruto.
Okay.
I just named the 3 bullshit of depths that I've seen in anime.
I feel like Naruto is. I can't. One Piece. I love the live action. I watched the live action 3 times. I love it. The actual anime, I cannot get over the animation. It just reminds me of like the first season of Family Guy. It's just so amateur to me, and I just cannot do it.
You do realize that the first season of Family Guy and One Piece both started in 1999, right? So the animation, that's just where it was at the time.
Yeah,
if you see now episodes of One Piece, just like Family Guy, the animation has gotten better.
I'm not going to wait 1,000 episodes to figure that out.
You really think it's going to take 1,000 episodes for the animation to get where it is? That's your real answer, isn't it? It's the number of episodes. It's not the animation.
Because I could do number of it's a lot of episodes. It's a lot, but you're talking to a person that watched Bleach 2.5 times, like from the beginning.
And there's a lot of those too.
Exactly. I want to say there's like over 330 episodes, and then staying on top of the 1,000 Blood War arc.
And like 200 of them.
Y'all not even done too. Y'all getting the rest of y'all animation next year.
Yeah, I know. Have y'all been
final
watching
season?
Invincible?
Huh?
Did you watch Invincible?
Oh yes.
So good, right?
Season 1, yes. Season 2,
wait.
I haven't gotten.
What did you slide in here?
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I was wondering when Miss Bojangles slid in.
Oh, what's up, Bojangles? Invisible, yes, I saw full season 1, season 2. I have not watched yet. I saw like one clip of it. The only reason is because I am one of those people where
I'm letting episodes build.
If I constantly watch it, I'm gonna want more. The only episodes or shows I'm really one, Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously. 2 would be Tokyo Revengers, Takamichi. I ain't gonna lie, Takamichi going crazy right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
I haven't seen it since the end of season.
I read the manga.
I would recommend you to watch it. It is so good. It is so fucking good.
I read the manga. It is crazy.
Oh my god, what is wrong with him? So like, I recommend you to watch Tokyo Revenger. I know you will love it. I know you will.
I love the first season. I just gotta catch up. I just haven't.
Oh no, trust me. We on season 3 right now. You got time.
Speaking of time, we don't have much left with her, so I want to get this last question out of the way because this was one that I brought in specifically for her, and that would be, what is your favorite no skip albums?
All right, period. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, My Chemical Romance, Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco, Audition by this Minnesota rapper. His name is POS. Amazing album. I'm trying to think because of the ones that I had posted. Pierce the Veil, Selfish Machines. Amazing.
Okay.
What else? Marion Hill's album, I think it was called Down. That was fantastic front to back. Fuck, I feel like I'm missing one. There's so many. The new Hell of the Sun album, I don't think that has any skips on it. Maroon 5, almost. Songs About Jane, almost
It's a
that.
good album.
Okay.
There's one song
Okay.
I don't like off of that album, but yes, those are some of my
Well, that
favorites.
one can't count then because there's a skip on there.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I said almost, almost.
Oh my God,
with
Dub!
the
I can't wait to beat you in Speed Storm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for paying our bills. We cannot wait to beat you in Speed Storm. Oh my God.
oh yeah, you gotta catch this work.
You gotta catch the back of our bumpers real quick. You feel what I'm saying? This is one of them. Yo, Tasha, I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta put me on. I know I heard a lot of albums, but I'm gonna have to take my dip into to another genre for a while, because there was a moment at a party that when I
We talked about it before you got here. We talked about it.
What? Oh, you talking
We
about
talked about it earlier.
I I listened to rock songs, but it was just the classic ones. For some reason, I did not know. I finally knew what was the song. It was like Closing the Goddamn Door. I finally heard the song for the first time. Everybody looked at me, and then he was looking at me like, "You never heard of this song?" I was like, "No." Is that bad?
It wasn't even just the fact that he didn't know them. It was the fact that everybody else in there, and he was kind of like, "Wait, all these black people know these songs?"
I swear that was me. That was me. That was me. I swear that was me. I was like, wait, I feel left out. What the hell I've been at? Why is everybody
I'm
singing
getting
songs
Mickey
and I don't know it?
Steamboat and
I'm
Daisy.
the one that sings
Okay.
songs that people don't know.
No, but sir, real quick, because she literally is about to out of here. What would you say is a no skip album for you? An album where every single song you wouldn't skip one.
I know skip out. I'm gonna go old school on y'all. I'm gonna do some old school and then I'm gonna do some new generation shit. Number one, obviously, the GOAT. I'm gonna go with Thriller. Thriller. Obviously, gotta go with the GOAT.
Nine songs of greatness.
There's no.
That's one of mine too.
There's no skips on that. I will go with the Bryson Tiller Trap Soul. That is a no skip album. I love Bryson Tiller Trap Soul. That is a very beautiful. I can sit there, listen to that album back and forth. That is definitely a no skip. I will go to one of my heroes of all time, still to this day. I will go to Kendrick Lamar, Mad City, Good Kid, Mad City. That is an album I cannot skip. I can listen to that A to B with no fucking problem. Now we're finna go. Now I'm gonna take it back real quick. What was it? Tribe Called Quest. What was the album called? It was Electronic Request, some shit like that. I forgot what it's called, but it was a Tribe Called Quest album when they had their face and all around and stuff. It was that album I cannot skip, because that's the one we got. We got the jazz, we got the Bonita Applebum, we got the freaking Electric Relaxations. We got look, I can keep going, but I gotta stop.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta go.
Right. And then I say the final album, I will honestly say it is a no skip. I'm gonna go back to one of my favorite heroes, R&B pop all time. I will go with Chris Brown, Fame album, Forgive All My Enemies. I love that album. I love that album from the beginning to the end.
For me, he already said one. Thriller. That's just 9 songs of just. It just is. I think Michael's the GOAT. I'm also going to one up that, and I'm also going to say Michael Jackson's Bad album too. I no skip none of them. I listen to every single one of them.
That's a good one too, actually.
In hip hop, for me, Kanye West, Late Registration.
Mm-hmm.
Every single song on there for me, I just let it run until it's completely over. Every single time, so I don't skip through anything on that. And then there's others, because I'm like her. There are some that I think are like classics, but then I'm like, is there any song that I skip? Because you know, I'm this close to wanting to say Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem.
That's a
but
good
I'll
one.
have to go back through the list in my mind, because right now I can't think of a song that I skip, but there might be one there. So I'm gonna say that for now.
Okay.
And put that over there. And lastly, if I just want to say one more, Crazy Sexy Cool TLC. I listen to every song.
That's a great one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is an amazing one. Oh my goodness. That was a big one. Oh my God.
All right, well.
But we don't want to keep you.
We know you gotta go.
I apologize for being late, but next time, I promise, we're going to, trust me, literally, months down the road, we're going to have you longer, because we're going to be in a cabin. Trust me. We're going to have you longer than that before. So it's going to be something, like I said, I got something big going down there that we're working on. and I will talk to you on the sideline about it because I need your permission, and I don't like doing things without your permission. That's just how I roll. So, yes, Mel. But Miss Tasha, thank you for coming by, though, love. Oh my God,
I love you guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And we love you too.
You guys are the absolute GOAT. I'm proud of you guys and love seeing you guys do exactly what you do and do it well.
Stop it, girl.
That part. That's what love is.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to go to LA sometime soon.
Yeah, please do.
Well, apparently she's letting people sleep on her couches and stuff, so we don't even need to get a hotel if we go out west.
Yeah, just let me know.
Say less. Yes, ma'am. Well, get up out of here. You're busy. Bye, love. We love
Busy
you.
woman.
We
Bye,
love you.
love y'all.
We love you so much, mama.
I love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our favorite people, Mama Tasha.
Mama Tasha, ladies and gentlemen, man. Like, I'm gonna take a quick moment to react. We still got some topics. The podcast ain't over, people.
No, we're not done. Of course we got like an hour.
We're not done. She didn't let me know till this morning that she wasn't gonna be able to be here for the whole thing. So at first it was like, well, I don't really have much of a backup plan. I did the entire show surrounded around her taste. But I'm like, you know what? There's some stuff I want to hold off on. But we'll just go ahead and do them tonight.
All right, let's talk
That
about
way
it.
we can go ahead and fill everything in. But just real quick, man.
Yo,
Y'all don't understand how great Tasha is. Like, if y'all aren't following her, y'all need to go follow her because she is just like, she's all about her business. She trolls a lot. And I told her that earlier when she was on here. So I said that to her face.
I know. I guess that's why we click so much because I'm a troll god too. She's a troll queen. I guess that's why we click so much.
But she is completely down. You just heard her say with no hesitation if we need a place to stay out west.
No problem. No problem. And we appreciate her 100%. We love you, Mama Tasha. We love you so much.
Doug Kitty, are you still here? Because before I move on to the next topic, we need to talk about this work you need to catch.
Ha! Yes, ma'am. Let's get this work. Because you
we will go back to the week that was real quick since he wasn't there for that. That's a good week that was. We played Disney Speedstorm. A new season dropped today.
By the way, how you play? How you see the new battle pass that they have?
Yes, I've already star 2'd Olaf.
They have. See, I didn't get Olaf. I didn't even bother to get the battle. I'm still debating on it yet because I have other characters I could just literally load up before even spending my money to get it. That's the most.
Well, I already had the
coins for it, right?
Yeah. And literally by like level 5, they already give you 2-star Olaf. They just give them
right off the bat. And that's the thing. That's the thing I learned about Speedstorm. Like, if this is an event going on, you better get this, or it's going to be super hard for you to get them in the shard store.
Now, as far as shards go, I've already just in rolls because I had a bunch of those things I needed to use in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got like 3 shards for Elsa, and I'm like, they've already given me these.
See, I didn't even get Elsa yet, and it's great. Oh, by the way, how do you feel about Elsa?
Elsa
as a defender, because they put her as a defender. She's not an attacker or a trickster.
Well, her one she handles pretty good. She handles pretty good. Her speed looks kind of nice. Her main weapon being able to like shoot out a freeze beam,
like a little Jafar action. Nice little Jafar action.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just like, it's like Jafar, but hers actually has better range. I noticed because I played with Jafar a little bit today too.
Yeah,
hers has range.
I feel like when it comes to her.
Now I will say this: Jafar's, while his range isn't as good as Elsa's, Jafar's flat out stuns while Elsa slows you down. And also, it looks like it messes with your handling for a second, too.
Yeah.
And then her back one, she just puts up like an ice wall. So if you're ahead of the pack in those narrow, especially on the new Arendelle map.
My only thing about that, though, because when I played with her when they gave me a level 15, I was like, I still feel like Anna.
My favorite album with No is group who are voice actors from Tokyo. Mew Mew New.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no idea what that is. I'm so sorry, Rogue. I'm gonna have to look at it because I have no idea what that is. I am so sorry, Queen. Don't be me. No, I feel like Ursa is. I don't know. When I raced with her, she felt okay, But she gave me one of those vibes where it was like I feel like Anna is a great difference when it comes to her sister. And
I will say I like Olaf better than I like Elsa at first hold. Like, who knows when I have more time with them, but right now I will take Olaf over Elsa.
The thing is, I like Anna because she has a protective shield, and then when any projectile that hits you is not gonna hit you with the boost. And when you use your boost, her boost never slows down. Her meter stays up.
Yeah, that's why she's rare.
It pushes
good luck
her
getting her
ahead of like, and her speed is tremendous. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna lie. If I pick Ursa or Anna, I will pick Anna over her because she got some speed on her. Because when I play with Ursa, it's like she's cool, but my only thing is her handling. You know,
my dogs, how y'all living? We living pretty good over here.
Dog? What's up? Hey, yeah. Nah, but I feel like when it comes to some of the characters on there, Olaf's good. I played with a guy, what's the enemy name of the Frozen show? The enemy, the prince guy in Frozen.
Yeah, because you played with him during the story. Yeah, I didn't use any of his abilities, but
his brawler is good, but he has an ability to literally rain arrows on you, which is crazy.
Yes.
I was like,
although when I did that, it never hit anybody, so I'm still, jury's still out for me on that.
See, I think it's more of a star thing. Like, the more stars you get, the more precisely the shots will be. Just like I mean with Jasmine.
How we get here from music, because somebody came in who plays Disney Speedstorm, so that's just what happens on this podcast sometimes. See, we go in the left field, we go in the right field. It happens. But while you're here, we did already go over our no-skip albums.
What album you want to talk about? We can still talk about albums.
Bring it back in. Tell us your no-skip album.
What we talking about? We can still talk about albums. What albums we talking about?
Yeah. What's your no-skip?
But like I said, the new Frozen season is really good. The map of Speedstorm,
Arendelle is fantastic.
I like it. I don't really hate it. I do not hate the new map.
No role models.
I love the J. Cole song and the album because I could listen to that with no skips. Just that line, I can't say it no more. We all cannot say that line from No Role Models, and I think you know. We as a black people cannot say that line no more until they get their shit together. Because we're not here to buy books and to tell all books. We're not here for that. We are not here for that. We love you though. We love you so much.
You know what? We're going to do a holdover from a couple of weeks ago that we didn't get a chance to get into it. We talked about it a little bit between us, but I want to get into the Akatsuki for a second. Because, we talked ourselves about the Akatsuki. But I don't think we ever got, I never got your, definitive answer on, who would you say is the strongest Akatsuki member and who would you say is the weakest Akatsuki member?
See, it's going to be bullshit because you can look at Datara because all of his stuff that he has, but literally he got countered by Sasuke by every living thing. So it was like, even with that, you just got countered by a man who was that incredible. I swear, because when you really think about it.
Real quick, Rogue, I do mess with the Doja Cat album. It is pretty good. Wow. I don't know if I personally listen to every single song, but I'm close. Anyway, go ahead.
I would say, you got one guy with the Renegon, who gave peace to the village, but you have another guy who purposely didn't do everything he wanted to because he died of sickness. But came back and shut down the Sage. When Nagato had off. But then again, when they got reanimated, you see them at their full strength with Nagato all in one. Because, the whole purpose of Nagato, he had each pain is separate. He used his skills in each different puppet that he put on the field with Nagato. But then when he got reincarnated, you see him with all of his jutsu in one body. And he utilized it super duper well. It's kind of, this is tough. This is going to be a tough one. But the strongest? You had to be brain smart to be him, though, when you think about it. Because if Shikamaru would have never done that thing, who can counter Hidan in that village when you really think about it?
Yeah. Let's see. Conan is the weakest, but she also didn't care. I can't say she's the weakest only because we saw when they were recruiting Akatsuki members, they would only join if they beat them in battle. And Conan won her fight.
Well, Pain, Nagato is Pain. Ray, Nagato is Pain. That's why we've been using this real name. The real mastermind behind Pain.
Yeah. Pain, Nagato, same person.
They're both the same people. It's just Nagato is controlling his puppet in different bodies. That's the only difference.
And also keep in mind, and I'm not saying that you would say he's the strongest, but also just keep in mind that we're technically talking about all the Akatsuki members, so that does include Orochimaru.
Right, but the thing is, Orochimaru got spat on so many times. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, we can all agree on that. Like, he got spat on too many times in that show where you really just be like, dang, it's Orochimaru. He just dare I say it, what's the word that TikTok can't get me on if I say it? He's undefeatable, if we put it that way. Because they try to get rid of him multiple times, but he constantly come back to life.
Well, I get what you're saying, but technically Hidan as well, because Hidan is still in the ground.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Hidan is very powerful.
Because he was saying Orochimaru's the only one that didn't die. I'm like, that's not true.
Like, the thing is about Hidan, the thing is, Orochimaru didn't really, he just got sealed, really, when you think about it. Everything he done was sealed. He got absorbed by Sasuke, but then Itachi had to pull the thing out. He was sealed. When you really look at it, he was sealed. The sword was basically cut off all evil paths. That's
what I'm saying. So
the Susanoo sword, he had the mythical sword that basically drains bad energy, whatever detail attached, and he knew Orochimaru was still alive in Sasuke. So that's why I say that. And even when Sasuke came back to telling his crew, he was just like, "Didn't you defeat it? Like, got rid of Orochimaru? Like, he was like, if you think that's gonna get rid of Orochimaru, you got another thing coming." And he was in line. He came right back. So the only thing about Orochimaru is he's just undefeatable. But that's not necessarily mean he's the strongest. He was undefeated. But I will give him props for trying to run hands with Naruto in the Jinchuriki fight. I would give him that, but he wasn't standing on business long enough. He was not standing on business long enough.
Now, that is the thing. You could always stop Orochimaru, but obviously he's just gonna always find a way to come back.
Somehow.
Like, literally thought he stopped Orochimaru when he got his hands. It's like, yeah, you can't do jutsus anymore. And it's like, yeah, for a while.
The thing is, he was like, you know what? I know another person who can heal my hand. Let's go find her right now. Like, immediately, he was just like,
exactly. It's like, you know what? This is only a minor setback. You
know what I'm saying? If I can't get Lady Tsunade, then I'll just take Sasuke body, one or the other. Like, I got options here. They ain't gonna stop me.
I mean, he still failed at both of those things, but the fact that he was still
Itachi's eyes, which didn't work. So that says where Orochimaru is in the Akatsuki right there, because he couldn't get rid of Itachi, and Itachi is up there. So, but the thing
and then when you think of members like freaking, because I guess you can technically say Kabuto was in there too. He's just a lackey of a lackey.
Right.
I know Kabuto played a big role in the war, but I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. You were Obito's lackey. You were Sasori's lackey. I can't take you seriously.
But the thing is, I feel like Sasori is one of the most slept on people ever, bro. Like each village, I feel like in the Naruto series, when it came to the Akatsuki, had a counter. Each and every time. Sasori ran up to they told Sasori and Deidara to go up against it, but you saw how they snatched the one tail like it was nothing. Like, I feel like when it came to Sasori and Deidara, them two, it was like Deidara had like things called molecules that the average eyes, keyword, the average eyes could not see. But when he went up against Sasuke countered every single thing that you did. So that's what made Deidara, it was like, damn, but Sasuke is quote unquote, he's a side character, but he's quote unquote Naruto's rival. So they gotta put him up there. of what he
I mean, I
did.
guess when you think about it, because we do say Data, I always say I ding Data a little bit because he caught like 3 L's in that series.
Right.
But when 2 of those L's are literally against one six path and another six path, the 2 strongest people on the planet.
But the thing is, when you look at Data got literally countered. Everything was countered. You got countered by Sasuke's eyes. You got countered by his electric. So many things he done was the curse mark. You got countered. He got countered by every single thing that Sasuke was handling him in a hand-to-hand combat at that time. That's why I was like, damn. And I really just felt like I truly felt like Sasori was one of the most slept on people because he got one of the most biggest counter because he went into the freaking. We talked about this. My man went to the village, got rid of Gaara. Yes, he's a one-tailed beast, but like I
Gaara
said,
the Saiyan is still very strong.
Exactly. With Jinchuriki, Gaara was one of the most OP characters because you're in his home base, his hometown, dealing with him in their home field, but you're playing with him like it's nothing flying around.
Like people forget, just because you're a one tail doesn't mean you're weak. It just means the other 8 are stronger, but you're still strong. Like all 9 of them are all very strong.
100%. We saw how he was with Kid Gaara when they was looking at him. I was like, oh snap, he about to snap. We gotta control him before the Jinchuriki come out. Gaara, calm down, bro. Like you feel me? Like I feel like every single Akatsuki member got countered by the Leaf Village. And they knew, most of them knew how to handle the situation. Hidan, when he came up, and Shikamaru was like, nah, let's separate them.
That's it. Sasori was not only a puppet master, but also a poison master, facts.
Right?
But Sakura shut down his hype with her win.
And got him in his arsenal. He even got his whole puppet in there. Chilling. So that's why I'm like, Sasori, I feel like Sasori is one of the most slept on Akatsuki members because of Granny Chiyo. But Granny Chiyo, keep in mind, Granny Chiyo and Sakura was about to lose until they had a great idea to actually use a person who actually has the strength to get rid of the puppets, which it comes to, no matter how you look at Sakura is a dub, a win is a win, no matter how you look at it, a win is a win. So it is crazy. So it's just like, but we going by strongest. I mean, Toby is still a thing. He's technically Obito.
Oh yeah, Obito is very strong. I'll always give you that.
And him in the war, he was the whole reason why the whole war started. He was the main reason why we have 10 Tails. He's the main reason why Madara is walking around with a freaking eye right now. That's powerful.
Yeah, for the record, I don't know if I count Madara as a technically Akatsuki member. I know some people do.
No, you can't. Wait.
Because the formation of the actual we know that like Nagato and all of them were the ones that first started going out there for peace and everything, but it wasn't until Obito approached them that like the true Akatsuki really formed, which of course was planted in his head by Madara. So a lot of people try to say, well, Madara is technically like an OG Akatsuki. I was like, you're stretching a little bit. I don't know if I can do that.
No, you can't do that. I feel like because even after the fact, if he was the case, then he would have done put more operation stuff. No, he just told Obito to use your name to spread fear across the world. That's it.
And with the plan that he was supposed to use the Rene Rebirth on him later on, and then Obito was kind of like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing literally, he just said, I just want you to use my name. That's it. Doesn't mean he was in it. Because that doesn't mean he was in it. You just use
your name brings fear.
Around. Yeah, like you just use his name to go around and just let people know. And then when the real Madara showed up, everybody was like, "Wait, he's not wearing a Akatsuki cloak." Because that was cases, I see a cloak around Madara.
Yeah, because let's call it what it is. If Obito wasn't using the Madara name, he never would have been able to declare that war. The only reason they took that war because they thought Madara was raging war on everybody.
Madara Uchiha was in Shinobi history.
Right. And it's like, if he's declaring war, oh yeah, we gotta take this seriously.
So I'm gonna say,
nah, he's like the secret leader that used the group to do his bidding. That's why I said technically.
Now thinking about it too, this discussion, bro, probably the strongest in there would probably be Toby, bro. Now I'm thinking about it, bro, because my man went all the way to 10 Tails.
He did. He was a 10 Tails Jinchuriki.
So I'm gonna say Toby, bro. Tachi, he came by, he saved the village, but sickness, whatever, but he didn't really. I don't even think Itachi can handle a 10 tails like that. It took the main characters to get rid of them, so I don't think Itachi can handle something like
Okay,
that.
well, let me ask you this real quick.
That'd be
Because
wild.
we talked about people who were technically members.
Yeah.
Sasuke was technically a member too. So would you rank him above or below Obito?
But did he not quit though?
But he was a member.
But he was a member though. I mean, then the whole debate would have been over. It'd been like Sasuke then.
The only reason I don't always, yes, we know Sasuke, 6 pounds, but we've also talked about like look what happened during his reign as a Akatsuki member.
Yeah, he got
wasn't able to beat Killer B. He got owned at the Fire Kage Summit. It's like he didn't exactly do much as a member of the Akatsuki.
Right. But that's still Sasuke though. Then the whole conversation would be over because it would be Sasuke at the end of the day. Because Sasuke is literally
technically he is a god.
He's a god. So
he's a god. Like I said, even though when he was an Akatsuki member, he couldn't do anything. Couldn't bring in Killer B, couldn't do anything at the summit.
Right. But it's just like still at the same time, he's a god. Like doesn't mean the
and that man got a lot of help too, but so does everybody else. Like, yeah, he got OP with Itachi's eyes and then the 6-pack. Well, I'm not gonna hold Sasuke getting Itachi's eyes, you know, against him because I mean Naruto has a whole beast inside of him. So I mean it's like, you know, I don't care what you do to get stronger. Did you get stronger?
Mm-hmm. So I mean honestly, the top answer would be Sasuke though.
Okay, well who would you say is the weakest? And I actually I'm gonna preference this because people are gonna be so quick to say Zetsu.
Bro, it could be Kisame, bro.
I was like, people are gonna be like white Zetsu. I'm like, no, I'm taking Zetsu off the table.
You can honestly say Kisame.
You really think Kisame?
You can honestly say Kisame when you really think about it, because he didn't really have much of his history or arsenal of dubs of really knowing what he really did. He even tried to proclaim Mike Guy as his rival, and even Mike Guy forgot who he was.
You say Kakuzu? I mean, Kakuzu was. I mean, technically he wasn't immortal, but he had his ability that allowed him to stay around for a very long time. Like, he was basically immortal, but
like, I feel like people got to realize this too, because just because you had one of the legendary swords, you didn't really do much. So like we really saw what more that he could done. He did not really do much in the entire Akatsuki.
He walked around with Itachi. That's what he did.
That's all he really did. And even when he tried to get Naruto in the Jinchuriki exam, Mike Guy got rid of him like it was nothing. So it was like, okay, like,
and then he died.
Right, at least when Kakashi was facing Hidan's Kakuzu,
Kakuzu, yeah.
Kakashi was facing him. Kakashi was getting worked a little bit. He was getting worked. He was stressing out until Naruto came up and was like, bro, let me try something. Let me do something.
Once again, like we said about Datara, if Naruto doesn't show up, Kakuzu doesn't lose.
Like, and that was saying. So like, I'm gonna say, yeah, I think the final answer here will be Kisame for me, bro. I'm gonna say Kisame. That's what I'm gonna say.
I want to try to make the masks.
Like I don't want to, because I had to really think about it, because you look at Sasori made people sweat, but then people are gonna be like, Sasori lost by Sakura, he lost by.
Right, that's because that's not because they're saying him strong or weak. That's just because people don't respect Sakura. So they're like, well, you lost to Sakura, you can't be that strong.
Right, and that's why I was like, no, you can't even do that, because like I said, Sasori is one of the people that literally took off one of the Kazekages a long time ago and stuff, and literally has him as a puppet, and then he was one of the most unfuture literally people. He's literally the main reason of why puppets are walking around till most of the time. He even ran up on Gara friend, I forgot his name. And he came up and he was like, use his own puppets against him, and he was just like, I made those puppets, right? Like, I'm just like, it does not matter what you do to me. I know their weakness, bro. Like it doesn't even matter. So that's why I was like, then you look at Datara got countered just so bad to the point that you seen the arsenal what he had, but you lost to one of the other main characters of the show.
Again, some of them it took Naruto or Sasuke to take out. Right. That's like I said. Kakuzu wins if Naruto doesn't show up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sakura, they had a plan when it came to Sasori. Obviously, Deidara got waxed by Naruto and Sasuke.
So you can't. So it's like it's just one of those things.
Meanwhile, Kisame, yeah, no.
You got rid of my guy though. Kisame got rid of my guy.
And same thing with Nagato. Like Pain lost to Naruto.
Respect my guy. We're not going to disrespect. I'm
not saying like
we know how
compared to Naruto and Sasuke.
Mike guy is, but Mike guy. But that's my point. Mike guy didn't even go all the way gates for your ass.
Right. That's the point I was trying to make.
Like he didn't go all gates on you. Like that's the only difference between the two. Like my man Madara declared him the strongest shinobi in the entire fucking in history because you were literally the only person that was this close enough to get rid of me. That close. So for Kisame to follow a person like that who did not have it and made you look stupid because he do not remember you says a lot. So I'm gonna say Kisame, bro. Kisame.
Yes, he's a Hammer Conan, and I actually respect Conan a little bit more than other people do. It's just she didn't really display much in the series.
Yeah,
so she never really got a chance. Like I said, she did beat another member of the Akatsuki to bring him into the group, so she has that going for her. So technically, I can't say she's the weakest.
No, she's not the weakest.
Because if you got to beat a member to bring him in, and she does that, then you're strong enough to beat other Akatsuki members, so you can't be the weakest.
Right.
So. Yeah, since we're not bringing Zetsu into this because you just can't. Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
Yeah, that's the only sounds the rightest answer because yeah. I'm ready for y'all to tag me too. We can talk about it. I'm ready for the attack because I feel some of y'all looking at me like I know he did not just say what I think he said.
And we're also for someone jumps in because people are always like, you clearly don't know your Naruto knowledge. For someone to jump in, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but if we want to talk about your boy who technically created the Akatsuki, I'm drawing a blank on his name. The one that Pain used for his main Pain, We can't say him because he died before we really even got to know what he would become.
Right. Yahiko?
So he doesn't count in this conversation. Because I know somebody was going to come through and try to bring him up.
Well, Yahiko?
Yes.
That's what Famda said. He said Yahiko.
Yes. He's technically the creator of the Akatsuki. Technically. He was the one that Nagato followed, even though the whole time he was always like, look, I'm just going to be the word of peace and stuff like that. But Nagato, you the one with the Rinnegan.
Right.
Because that Rinnegan is just, whoo. Yes, we know Black Zetsu technically at the end of the day is the one that was behind everything, but Yahiko was the ones that originally brought the three together after they got tired with the war, after being with Jiraiya. They were the ones that was going out there with the word of peace, which was what allowed Obito to come through them to technically get them together to kind of be like, hey, let's form an Akatsuki, which was actually being talked to by Madara himself, who was also being manipulated by Zetsu. So yes, technically you can say Black Zetsu is over all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But we're just talking about in the body of the discussions they were had, what the goals were, and all of that stuff. I told her they were going to start trying to come. Don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about. We ain't finna do that today. I saw this. This is probably going to be really quick, but I also want to get their opinions at the bottom too. I saw this online, so I figured it would be cool to do this here. It was basically like One Piece art. You got to remove one from each row.
These are some good ones. Yeah, these are good ones. These are good ones. Okay. These are some good ones.
I mean, One Piece is a goated anime for a reason.
These are some good ones.
I can't. You have to. Bro, that's the game.
Like my man Shizzle Max says, let's get active.
Remove an arc from each row. You got to do it.
We got first row has Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, and Arlong Park.
Mm-hmm.
Punk Hazard can
I
go.
can tell you right now, I'm already not getting rid of Dressrosa. That's me personally. We've talked about this.
Punk Hazard obviously can go for the first row. Honestly, you want me to be honest? Wait, is that the Punk Hazard's not the war though? That's the island of the fire and ice, correct?
Right.
Yeah, that one can go. That one can definitely go. First row, Punk Hazard can go. That's a no-brainer. I ain't gonna hold you. That's first row. That's a no-brainer. And I can talk about the other two another time when I finish. Second row.
Yeah, we agree on the first row, by the way.
Second row. Now this is where shit gets real. Because each
Alabasta, Impel Down, and Saba
an important role in the entire. Impel Down was great. Because you know how much I love Impel Down.
He says Impel Down ain't going nowhere.
Impel Down. No, it's like, here's the thing. Alabasta play an important key in this. And Saba already play an important key.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about this, thing about Alabasta is you got all of the agents, and then we learn about the giants. Then we learn about each and every Mr. 1, 2, 3. Then we learn about Luffy and them on having a party. Then we learn about the kingdom, how they was, who's the strongest, and then that's where we learned that Luffy had a brother named Ace, who was one of the most doggest people in the entire pirate crew. And that's when it was like, wait a minute, Portuguese D Ace, he's your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my brother, dude. Why you have to tell us about it? Because I didn't think it was important. Like Luffy knows so many big people, he just don't care. And I can see why people say that now. So
it's just how casually when they ran into each other too. It's like they don't worry about no threats.
Nothing.
He just kind of look like, oh look, Luffy's over there. Luffy, what's up? That's going on around him.
Give this person a message, tell him come follow me. Ace? Oh, let me go meet with him. Luffy, why are you meeting with this guy? Don't he sound dangerous? Nah, we're good. He's a good guy. Why are you so casually and calm, Luffy? Like, aren't you kind of worried about this case? Like, you know who Portugal D Ace is? Yeah, he's my brother. What? Like, out of nowhere.
And they're like, you never bothered to tell us this?
Never bothered. I think the only downfall is about Alabasta is Luffy getting beat up multiple times in that.
He lost the crocodile 3 times.
Like, I think that's the downfall of Alabasta. Sabaody played one of the biggest iconic roles. Because we learned about Goldie Roger. We learned about White Dark King Riley. We learned about these bullshit Celestial Dragon. We learned about Nami, learn forgiveness. And that is something that is not easy to do. Nami had to forgive the octopus guy because of the stuff, but she knew it wasn't all him. Then, oh my gosh, they had to go in there and save the mermaid from the auction sale. Then we had to learn, and then we learned about how Luffy gave the man one punch, and then Luffy had to fight. Then we learned about the new Pirates of the Generations. Then we learned about, I keep going. Then we learned about the new Marines, and then their parties. Then we learned about Kuma, when coming by smacking people, sending people to another island, thinking people lost. Then we gotta, bro, it's so much stuff that Sabaody has sold us in story and while in great and lower points. Because that was that arc was. Because Sabaody definitely had that one. And then when they first, we finally met Kizaru, the very first time, as in like how deadly he is when his light fruit just come around this speed of like kicking people in the face of the dark room. It's like, okay, y'all can't handle him. I'm gonna leave y'all to go. Like he's like, you think you've seen what he can do, but you haven't seen what he can do. You need to leave. Like King was like, you gotta go. And that's how much embodiment Sabaody has. It has so many great rituals of information, combat, and new characters that introduced into Sabaody was really good. That's why I think second row is one of the most difficult ones ever, bro. So, oh God. Alabasta had a great deeper meaning about the war. Luffy had to tell her what's up, and then he finally punched Vivi in the face. Like, look here, you have people gonna die, bro. Like, they're so hard to choose, bro. King yapping, bro, it's hard. Second row is the hardest, because if you're a true One Piece fan, by the way, don't play with me before y'all at me. Don't even come at me.
I'm not turning mine, but I don't have as many as him, but I got
before
more
you want to say
too.
yapping, don't ever come at me about that shit because I take this seriously. But like the second row is very, because third row I can already tell you where it can go. Second row is just it's so hard. They all got iconic. Nah, that's Annie's lobby. That's Annie's lobby. You know what?
Right, this is Marineford at the bottom,
The
not.
only thing about but Impel Down, Luffy had to sneak in and facing one of the most deadliest inmate down there, the poison, and going through each row.
I can tell you now, I'm not
poison.
getting rid of Impel Down. I'm not.
It's hard to get rid of it because you have to break in, try to save Ace, and then number 3. Oh my God!
Sacrifice.
Oh my gosh! The sacrifice he did to make the
Yes.
show was so sad. I actually cried on that scene because it was so sad.
That man by the way, that man sacrificed himself with Straw Hat
Twice, people, for Luffy, and they just met. We don't even know he's alive or not.
We don't. Right now, we have no idea.
We didn't even see.
That's why it was at least a relief after the first time. Then we saw him locked up because like, okay, he's good. But the second time,
oh my God,
we really don't know.
Impel Down was so good. Luffy had to work with every prison to get, even Crocodile himself, to get up out of there. Oh my gosh.
Not going anywhere. For me, I have to look at the other two.
I'm gonna hate to do this because Zoro had one of the most highlighted fight in this arc, but Alabasta probably gonna have to go, bro. I'm gonna say Alabasta. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to say Alabasta.
You know what you just did right now?
Oh my gosh.
Because you know Alabasta on a lot of One Piece fans' lists is like at the top.
I know.
And you just said it could go.
It can.
I'm prepared for that if we put this up.
I'm gonna be honest. And the reason I say this, y'all, Alabasta had a great moments, but Impel Down Saba already had too many great iconic moments in there compared to Alabasta. I could keep going. I really can. Because Saba already literally had Luffy punching one of the Celestial Dragon, and everybody in the world was waiting on it. When we first saw the Celestial Dragon, Zoro was about to cut him until what's the name stopped him. Zoro was he was walking casually, and then one of the Celestial Dragons was like, why are you not stopping in my presence? Zoro, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm just walking by, excuse me. Kneel before me. But that man looked, smiled, was about to cut until what's the name stopped. It was like, big brother, no. Okay, shut up, tough guy. Just stay down on the ground. Don't move, or you gonna cause a war here. Seriously. Like, oh my gosh. And then, oh gosh, and then when Luffy actually punched them and they went to war on the island and everybody, that's when Luffy had to learn defeat. Luffy had to learn defeat. Like true defeat in Sabaody.
He literally had to say, we need to run. We can't win.
We gotta go. And then you see all of them go one at a time with the bubble pop, 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 pop. And then you feel so bad. And then you learn. And if you are a true pirate fan, you will love the backstory of Dark King Riley told about Gold D. Roger and how bullshit the Marines were when we learned about Gold D. Roger. Talking about
they didn't catch him.
Man, Gold D. Roger
turned himself in.
They said, oh, we didn't catch him. They was like, bro, we thought the Marine catch him. No. Man, the Marine said on the paper so they could have power. Gold D. Roger turned himself in. Wait, what? What? And then we got more depth into the story. Him going around the world, following the polygraph, the people that he was fighting. And then we got the King's finally crowd on the sideline. He was just like, you remind me so much of him, man. You got the spirit just. And if Dark King Riley looked at him, he was like, I know that hat. You got that hat from somebody I know particular. Shanks. How is he doing? Oh, you're the arm that he cut it off for? You know what? I like you, kid. Come to the bar. Let's go talk. Like,
and let's not also talk about like everything could have ended right there. But it's like good thing on the Straw Hats because he was like, oh yeah, Riley, you know what a One Piece is, don't you? Like, yeah. In fact, I know what the Poneglyph says. I mean, I could tell you if you want.
But what would be the point of the adventure? And then Luffy had to shut them all down. Like, shut up! Like, I don't want to
Usopp's
go
up
on
there
no
like,
boring
tell us
adventure.
right now. Nico Robin's like,
What's
nah,
the point of
nah,
learning
nah,
everything now that we're going on an adventure? I ain't trying to. No, we'll learn about this on the way there. I don't hear none of that shit.
He had to tell
That's
Usopp that's
what I said.
enough. Stop asking this man.
Oh
We
my
don't
God.
want to know.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Now we in this so deep, bro. Alabasta can go, bro. I'm sorry. And I get the emotional part of Alabasta because we met Ace, we got everything that's going on. But the only bullshit, I'm so happy that hit my brain cell. Holy fuck! One of the biggest letdown for me was the Blackbeard and the Ace fight.
Skypiea is gone. Okay, so you're getting rid of Skypiea in the third row, but we're getting rid of one in each row. So which one would you do in the first two rows as well? Anyway, go ahead, sir.
No, you're good. In Alabasta, I would say the fight, the peak of the fight, the hypeness they built around Ace and Blackbeard was so bullshit to me. Because you hype somebody so damn big, but then come to realize that this man got bodied. So that's why I'm like, that's one of the lower peaks of that. And then constantly Luffy getting his ass whooped, not once, but twice, but 3 times in that entire fight. That has to be, we have to keep that in mind. But the only difference is in Alabasta and Wano is Luffy had to train himself. Luffy just went to get water to dump himself and then beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, because the whole thing was just he didn't know how to beat Crocodile, which is why he kept losing.
That was the only difference. But in Cyber Audi, like I said, Luffy learned what defeat tastes like. He learned about getting stronger, and then learned about the history of what he has with his powers. And there's so much in this in core to that list of Cyber Audi, it was just too good. And y'all already know about Impel Down. I could talk about Impel Down all day, but we're not gonna do it.
Now look,
bro.
For me, because I didn't say mine for the second row yet.
Oh, go
for me. You know, like I already told you, Impel Down was never going anywhere. It just wasn't. It's one of my favorite arcs. You know, I love Alabasta. Like, you know, everything with like Crocodile. Yes, he showed what he kept coming back, and then Nico Robin being like my favorite Straw Hat.
Right.
You know, and this is where we're introduced to her. And and it's like you see what she's going through. You finally find out a little bit about her, and Luffy actually decided to save her, so she decided to join their crew. It's like, yeah, you saved me. Yeah, I'm with y'all now. And he's just like, okay. Like I said, Vivi, a great character. In fact, Alabasta has one of my favorite ending themes out of the entire One Piece, right. As far as all the ending themes go. Alabasta has one of my all-time favorites. But with that said, Alabasta's probably the one that's going for me as well.
See what I'm saying?
And that's not easy. I know I'm making it sound like that was just an easy choice, but it wasn't.
Third row is probably the most easiest thing, and I will say Skypiea.
And with that being said, yes, I know there's a lot of One Piece fans that talk about how quote-unquote weak the Skypiea arc is. I don't even necessarily agree with that. But compared to the other two that are here,
it's too great. The other two is too big of an impact compared to Skypiea. It's too big.
And you know me, there's no way in hell I'll get rid of
Marineford.
Like I would not get rid of Wano for nothing.
What? We can't even get rid of Marineford.
No, either. No.
Like Marineford is the whole reason why people kept going. After we found out about Whitebeard and the reason Whitebeard literally was super weak that he was, and Whitebeard purposely took all those styles for a reason. And there's a lot of things Whitebeard could have done, but people were just like, Whitebeard, you could have moved if you wanted to, but you sit there and took that for no reason. How weak are you? He just like, bro, I did this because this is my son. Stay out of family quarrel, little boy. I'm not mad at you, son, for feeling. Tell me why this Marine just tell you with all these lies and stuff. I'm so sorry, Papa. I didn't mean to. I am a coward, Pop. Like Whitebeard.
Whitebeard.
So many iconic things. Even his entrance, his start of war in Marineford said a lot to the world. Because when they was about to get rid of Ace and send that about, they were just like, they knew, here's the thing, Marineford was so iconic, they knew war was going to happen because they knew Whitebeard was not going to let that slide. They knew they were going to come for Ace. And he had every single part Marine, which honestly, they did a great job, but Ace pulled the freaking, you feel me? hey, you're not gonna talk crap about my daddy like that. I run hands with anybody. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, they were out of there though. They were out of there. And
But-
Ace, that pride, man.
Hey, and Shank said this. He said, and honestly, I respect Ace like that because not a lot of people will step up to an admiral like him like that. Because most of y'all would have ran after that on that fight. Honestly, if somebody would talk about your captain and shit like that. Like for a great example, Wano. When Usopp, they was trying to tell Usopp, was like, "Ooh, he ain't gonna be the king of pirate." Well, yeah, you're right. Luffy ain't gonna be the king of pirate. Come on, Nami, just say it, Nami.
Nami was not going to say it.
I would never. I'm sorry, but Luffy, while crying, knowing she about to go. Luffy,
Like I said, say it, Nami. Say it. Luffy will never stop until he becomes king of the pirates.
Man,
like Nami wasn't going.
Come on, bro. No. It's too good. And then Wano, we know. Look here.
And we also know about Marineford real quick. Like, obviously, people watch this. One line and one line alone. The One Piece is real.
Welcome to the podcast is real. Just saying. So, like, bro, that's why.
Yeah, welcome back, Mercury.
Yo, Mercury, what's up, my boy? That's why that's why I said Sky P can easily go. Yeah, they got a great. The fight was great with Emu and shit like that. But I don't think the fights from Sky P when it comes to Luffy was that much more of an impact when it came to Marineford.
I don't consider it a trash arc like a lot of people do.
People like that if you keep it a band. When you look at the Marineford fight, he really didn't fight people like that. He was just running straight towards block, just hitting people.
Allegra sending baby dragons, by the way.
Say what?
Allegra sending baby dragons.
Aw, thank you, Allegra! Thank you, arigato! Ukiwa manga! Thank you. So I'm gonna say...
Did I already request for there to be a panel at a con?
Nani?
Kitty, are you going to be at a con, or were you talking about us?
Oh, you talking about us?
Oh, you talking about yourself? Oh, you're gonna have a panel?
Say less, sweetheart. I can't wait for it.
Let us know.
But yeah, those are my.
But no, back to Wano, because you were finna talk. You were about to go deep about Wano real quick.
No, the only thing about everybody knows. Look here, Gear 5. We already know. That's the icing on the cake right there, obviously, right? But we can even get more deeper into that. We could talk about people starving in poverty and stuff like that. We could talk about the history of Wano itself, learning about how powerful this island was. But since Kaido could have got rid of, Kaido literally could have been done.
Yeah. Allegra said Arlong Park, Alabasta, and Skypea.
Arlong Park? Wow. Arlong's too iconic to get rid of. Why Arlong? You gotta give me reasons.
I mean, Allegra might really like Punk Hazard. Like
you gotta give me reason why Arlong Park gotta go though. Because like I said, Arlong Park was just the pivotal highlight peak. And everybody names that one sign every single time. And Luffy stood his whole ground. Everybody was in there trying to learn about Nami's backstory. He's like, I don't care about her backstory.
I don't care. Like, I already know what I need to know. She's my friend.
But
what else do I need to know?
Even the fact that he was like the background story, it was like Luffy always been the type of character of you tell me yourself. I don't want to hear from everybody else telling me your story.
Plus, he didn't need to know. Like, he already knew he was there to get Nami because Nami was his friend. What else did he really need to know? Now, we know in the live action, they had him, hear the story and all of that stuff. But, in the anime...
Oda took a different alternate route. He said...
in the live action, he actually got to learn the backstory.
But in the
manga, to this day, he still don't know the backstory.
He ain't tell us that girl backstory. He walked away. He said, I don't care. Well, technically, he probably know the backstory now because Fishman Island, he was with Nami, and Nami, they all know about... Like,
take out Wano. I have no idea what we're talking about. I haven't seen One Piece in over a decade.
Fishman Island, it got to Pachi the octopus, and then it got to Jinbei and them, and then Sanji was there, and Luffy was there. So Luffy knows about her backstory and stuff like that. He just didn't want to hear it from other people. He wanted to hear it from her more than anybody.
To be honest, Arlong creeps me out, and it kind of was only there for backstory.
Arlong creeps you out? I thought it'd be the guy with the poker lips. He creeps me out.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? He spits at you. Out of everybody that Usopp was fighting, yeah, he creeps me out. Like, he's trying to kiss me every time I see him. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with your lips, bro?
Dude, and Luffy was with the stuff too. Soon as Nami was like, "Help me,"
Right.
he busted right up in there.
Nami
Which one of y'all is all alone?
Which
Which one of y'all is all alone? Like, he just wouldn't know. Look, I'm only here to run hands with one of y'all. So tell me who you are, so I can.
Bro, he barking that door and said, "Oh!" Then he went to Nami's room about how much they was torturing her with the blood.
He said, "It's all gotta go. It's all gotta go."
You know what? Nami ain't free till all this is going. So you know what? Gum. Like, bro, it was too.
You can say that, but that's the thing that I personally like about it. Learning Nami's backstory, learning what she was all about, having her actually admit that she needed help from Luffy. Luffy putting the hat on her head after he had already talked about how important that hat was to him. He's gonna pay.
And for that, I'm a counter that too, because I don't wait. Do I have my button? I don't have my button ready.
Her already showing that she was on their side when she faked Usopp's death. Which you didn't find out till way later unless you watched the 4Kids version, because the 4Kids version just gave it away from the jump.
In the word of Seto Kaiba.
You triggered my trap card.
So, you said, Allegra, the arc was only there for backstories. That's a case to damn near almost every average of arc in One Piece. Wano, we have to learn a backstory about the village. Dressrosa, you have to learn a backstory about Doflamingo. You have to learn a backstory about Law. You have to learn, you feel what I'm saying? I can keep going. Cyber we learned the backstory of Gold D. Roger. Alabasta, we have to learn the backstory of Vivi. We have to learn the backstory of Nico Robin a little bit, not Crocodile. Crocodile is one of the only few people in
We
this
still
arc.
don't know enough about Crocodile.
They never explained
we still don't know.
Crocodile ever. Still
trying to figure that one out.
We don't know about none of them. Each arc has Impel Down. I could probably say one of the few that does not have backstories like that. Skypiea has a backstory because the whole thing was about the dude with the lyre. That was the whole point of Skypiea. So he could read in the Golden Bell. That had a backstory. Marineford, do I really got to go to Marineford?
I will say that I do like Skypiea just because that is the one arc where Luffy truly acted like a pirate and was like, yeah, we say today up here that let's rob these folks.
Right. Yeah. Knowing that there was
he never did that any other time. But they say that they beat him up. They say today everybody's happy. Like, all right, Nami, let's rob these folks and get up out of here.
He's an Ayo Nami. Ayo Nami, wake up. Luffy, what? Let's steal how they go. Wait, right now?
Wait, you want to?
Like,
yeah.
Yes. What do you mean? We're pirates. We're not heroes. What are we doing? Like, she's like, right. Usopp had to make the final come out. You cannot stop us from taking all of the gold. This is for the payment for us saving your history of islands. Thank you.
Thank you. You had Nami at the word money.
Like, Sanji even gave Usopp proud about that.
You had Nami at gold, because that's all she cared about. Like, as soon as you said we finna take some money, well, all right then. Yeah, meanwhile, they actually trying to give him the money. They trying to give it to him.
For the man.
Thank you so much for the roses, Allegra.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. But yeah. And we all know about Wano too much too. Like we know, bro. We know about.
It's one of the few arcs. I mean, a lot of the arcs I feel something, but Wano was one of the few that like I really like. Just we've talked about this that I felt that whole Yasui thing had me feeling some type of way.
Oh yeah, the man. Everybody laughing at a man's execution.
Mm-hmm. I've said I want him now. I want him gone now.
Like he forfeited. He purposely made them starve and gave them a decoy devil fruit, and they can never swim again unless Vegapunk fix it. So, because it's still a copy, it's not like an actual devil fruit. It's just a decoy devil fruit. So it could be cured. They just got to.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you anime watchers, y'all are about to find out about Vegapunk anyway.
Woo! January the 27th.
Y'all about to find out.
3 days before my birthday. I can't wait.
But nah, yeah, the Yasui thing alone, like when Orochi finally went down, I was satisfied. Like we've had a topic on here before about satisfying. Yeah, no, that one was satisfying for me. That put a smile on my face.
My man was talking in the fire, talking about bad crazy. Please, why don't you help me, please? Ba-da-dang. See, just watch him in the fire going down. Ba-da-dang. 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 Why are you playing your guitar? Just help me. Please, I'll give you whatever you want. Is that how Ba-da-dang. So you really gonna sit here beg for my life after what you put this whole country through? Ba-da-dang. Hey, she was not going. Hey, she said, this is your last song. I'm gonna play, you know what? I'm gonna play your last song of my people before you go. Like, bro.
Dub's still in a whole different world right now. And he's trying to remember things. She's trying to let some stuff jog in her memory, so.
No, she's good. Wait, birthday when? January the 30th. On my birthday.
Yeah, his is coming soon.
It's coming. No more month. It's coming.
Mine was actually a few weeks ago, so y'all missed mine. Mine's over with. A couple weeks ago.
I don't know. I'm still debating on doing a big thing for my birthday. I've been thinking about this for months. I don't know. We'll see if it comes through or not. Oh no. But nah, actually, not gonna hold you. That's probably everything I can think
Bros, is that all from One Piece? Come on, senpais. Out your boy on game. Yes, everything we've been talking about for this while this has been up, it's all been One Piece. Yeah. All of it. My phone died, but are you doing the podcast as real panel? I mean, I guess you just gonna have to wait for announcements. We're making a lot of announcements on things.
I ain't telling you a damn thing what we got going on. Until it says 2024,
I'm not making any announcements until 2024.
Until I hear a Happy New Year, then the announcements will come out. Because we got a lot of shit big planned.
Okay, we've now had 3 different people say they would remove Arlong Park. So, you know.
That's crazy. Y'all, I think y'all. So, y'all will really take Punk Hazard over Arlong Park.
That's what they're saying.
Y'all about to make me push y'all and make you and explain yourself a little bit and kick you out.
I got to start back watching One Piece. You should.
Y'all got to explain. Because I think Punk Hazard wasn't even on that.
All right. Can I write you guys into a manga I'm writing? I'm writing a story about, well, I mean, it depends on what the story's about.
I don't want to do no fan fiction. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's what I'm saying. Next thing you know, you got us in there doing weird bedroom things or got us tap dancing around with fried chicken and watermelon in our hands. I just want to make sure, like, I know, you ain't got to tell me the plot.
About it. Was Punk Hazard was in the arc when they was getting run up by bounties and stuff like that or other people, and then they have to freaking chase their freaking flag back. Ain't that was the whole point?
Yeah, Punk Hazard is when Dofi got the conflict to get Luffy to fight. Yes. Not over Arlong Park though, but I mean, I get Punk Hazard. At least for me. Again, these are all okay. So he wants to write us in as commentators for a tournament arc.
Oh, so basically one of the Dragon Ball Z people get evaporated. Gotcha. Cool. Let's go.
It's actually a nice segue, sir. We're going into the final subject for tonight. I put this in for you. I didn't know we were going to be putting this in because I didn't know we weren't going to have Mama Tasha all night. But once I knew that we weren't, I said, you know what? Opportunity comes knocking. Because I remembered you feeling some type of way.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So let me adjust because I'm here. I'm finna give you the floor.
This is the One Piece Dragon Ball. Like, I think this is one of those, and this is not one of those things where it's like, which one is better as a show overall. We're talking about, when I seen this, it was talking about Dragon Ball Z or One Piece. What is one of the most iconic moments between these two. Not the best shows, because if that was the case, One Piece would take it because it's too much. But as an iconic moment. And as an iconic moment, there's difference. It doesn't have to be story. It does not have to be this. They all have iconic moments in this thing. But in Dragon Ball Z or One Piece, the most iconic moments between those two, and I'm going to let y'all know this right now, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan till I die. You understand me? You hear me? I am. But if we're talking about the most iconic moments, bro, One Piece has way too many iconic moments. It's crazy, bro. Because I could go down each role of Dragon Ball Z of iconic moments. It's just like, okay, let's get to it. Let's break it down because we got 15 minutes left. Let's just break it down to it about this. So Dragon Ball Z, right? Dragon Ball Z had a lot of iconic. We're not talking about Dragon Ball. We're not talking about Dragon Ball GT. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z, okay? And Dragon Ball Z had a couple iconic moments, I feel less, until it started, and I told him this before, it started slacking when we got to the Boo arc. Even though Boo is my favorite villain, but Boo arc was
the arc
one of those
itself
things.
dragged a little bit.
It definitely dropped the ball on a couple of things in the Boo arc. Mystic Gohan, that's alone way too many things, because technically Mystic Gohan was supposed to be the person to get rid of Boo, but he didn't. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the most iconic moments of each and every show that we're going to get. So let's talk about most iconic moment, right? I can start from
Naruto's my favorite anime, but anyway, go ahead.
So Saiyan arc, right? Saiyan Saga didn't really have much of an iconic moment. The only iconic moment that people were just like, wow about was really when Gohan come out of the pod and hit Raditz in the chest. Was like, oh, wow. Oh, okay, that was cool. Saiyan arc, cool.
Be well, Blurs and others. See you next time. Thank you so much for dropping through.
No, we're not. I'm going to stay home and look at y'all have fun. Dragon Ball, we could talk about the Frieza arc. Frieza arc. The only thing about the Frieza arc that was really much intangible was when when my man Goku finally came down there and dropped everybody easily with the bag of dime. Yes, they was introducing Frieza as one of the biggest, baddest people that was going around, going nuts and going crazy on each and every last one of people. But my
Stay
man
away from Frieza!
My man had the Ginyu Force came down and had Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta look crazy. Meanwhile, Goku come by and just wipes them all down. They're struggling against it. But the most iconic thing about Frieza arc, and it's still most important, and it's still known, because y'all know it till this day, is Super Saiyan. Still to this day. Because Super Saiyan is the top transformation ever, because it had a meaning, and it had a draftful moment into it of how it became and happened. So that is one of, honestly, the top iconic moment ever in Dragon Ball Z. Ever. Now, I'm done with the Frieza arc, because you see, I wish I could keep going, but there's not much in the Frieza arc you can really go by iconic. Let's go to the next arc. Next arc was the Cell Saga, right? Cell Saga, not gonna lie, had a couple of heats in there, okay? Piccolo fusing with Kami, then run up on Cell. Didn't get what we want, but he did it. Then we seen Trunks for the first time, the Frieza come back, done what he did, and they'll knock it right out of the back. Whatever. Cool, right? Then we got the androids coming by, supposed to be, quote unquote, destroy the world, but really didn't, because Android 16 felt sympathy for humans and natures and stuff. So you was programmed by the Red Ribbon Army, and you were basically supposed to be one of the top dog, remarkable assassins. But y'all kind of stopped to realize, like, we actually don't want to get rid of Earth. We actually enjoy the planets and sunrise stuff. Meanwhile, still going around just like, yeah, I don't care about that. Come here. So, like, you have that going on. The only biggest crazy downfall about this shit, and it's still to this moment, it was Vegeta getting kicked in the left arm by Android 17. Then Vegeta came back, become a Super Saiyan. People was hyped, was like, oh shit, let's go, Vegeta, let's go. Then got dropped. Then we gotta go to the part of Vegeta training in the hyperbolic time chainer with Trunks to come down, and Trunks quote unquote surpassed the Super Saiyan, but he didn't. All he did is just buff his muscles. Even Cell had to let him know. He was like, Goku would even try that because he know it's stupid. Why he tried it? It's like, yes, you got power, but your speed is slowing down. So it's like, the iconic moments of even emotional parts are not even there because the emotion parts of the story doesn't matter. Because what you're going, they even say in the story, we're wishing back with the Dragon Ball. So there's no emotions in that no more. It's really no emotions in that.
The
In
Team
this type of
4-star
backstory.
backstory added to 16 made the story so much more intriguing.
Like Dragon Ball as an iconic moment, I think when we look at Dragon Ball, we look at Dragon Ball more as an iconic when it comes to fights and transformations and stuff. We don't really go for Dragon Ball Z for their storylines and stuff like that no more because I think we were just more in adaptation with transformation and who's the villains and what they're gonna do about it because the story got so wide and bland to the point because usually when you get wished back from the Earth Dragon Balls, only one time you could be resurrected, but now they got Namek and they got Pito come Pope whatever what the hell was his name?
That's why the Frieza Namek saga was like peak writing for Dragon Ball because that was before all of that stuff started coming into play.
And then they started, and then like I said, and then when it came to the Boo arc, Boo was the most S ranked demon villain, but the writing how they tried to put it so much of who was supposed to defeat him was just like, okay, y'all basically just feeding us transformations, but they didn't do shit. Literally, didn't do shit. We saw Piccolo got absorbed because Boo was like, I need to get smarter. Let me take Piccolo. Then he got Piccolo. Then he saw Mr. Gohan who was supposed to beat him. Like Mr. Gohan walk Boo. Like it was.
Evil Boo still makes no sense to me.
I mean, I can see it one way of you saying that. Because Evil Boo, because I could dive into because Kid Boo, because that's his original form. Kid Boo is pure evil. There's nothing else he got going on in his heart. It was after when he absorbed.
Right, they're talking about Super Boo.
Yeah, like after he absorbed the Kai, that's when he has some type of feeling. He still had that Black Air Force energy, but he had kindness in his heart. That's why the other Boo came out of his body, the darker Boo, or I call him Chocolate Boo. Chocolate Boo came out of him. He was like, I know you're not showing sympathy for these mortals. I know you're not showing sympathies for these people. It was like, and then Boo was literally the only person in that show was fighting himself. You hear me? Boo was beating his people up so bad that he beat himself up that bad. That's how mad he was. He was like, you really showing sympathy to these people? Man, come here. Oh, dumbass. Let me give him my body back. You stupid. Nah. And then when three iconic moments when it came to Boo is when we saw Kid Boo going to heaven and dropping people, and Kid Boo having the final round with Vegeta and Goku when he was going Super Saiyan 3, and then Kid Boo walking Vegeta like it wasn't even.
You can't leave out Kid Boo forming and then just immediately blowing up a planet. It's just like, hey, I'm here.
But when he popped up, boom, right? Like it wasn't even
words.
Kid Boo was so superb when it comes. I feel like when it came to Kid Boo, those had a lot of iconic moments, but it was just one of those things that it just stayed there forever for you because most people was the only thing most people remember when it comes to iconic moment will be Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan after Cell, because when we saw, and that's when people love Gohan because that was peak Gohan as a teenager. We was like, holy shit, he actually get stronger to become his dad. Okay, I'm here for it. And then it just went down.
He went 7 years without his dad being there, so
just like, okay, whatever. So that's why I feel like when it comes to Dragon Ball Z iconic moments, they do not have a lot of iconic moments, but they do have their moments where you're like, holy shit, I rock with it. The only thing people just remember is the only two main things. It's the most go-to talk about fights in Dragon Ball Z still to this day will be the freaking the fight against Frieza and Goku because he turned into Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that became an iconic, and then Kid Boo. Those are the only iconic fights people really look at. And if you want to give me Vegeta, I will give you that. But the thing about Vegeta was, technically, Gohan bodied him by turning into a giant ape and sat on him. Vegeta got hit with a spirit bomb, people, and he still walked around. Don't know how, but he did. And was walking like nothing happened. Don't understand, but it happened. All right? And that's what I mean by iconic moments. There wasn't that many much of iconic moments. But we want to talk about One Piece and iconic moments. Way too many. It's way too many in One Piece that had iconic moments. We was literally talking about each arc. When you put up the tier list of how gold each arc was an iconic moment, each arc, how it was. Wano, Gear 5 Luffy, dog walking him.
Talk no jutsu doesn't work on him.
Big Mom. We can talk about Kid Shanks and Mom. Kid and Law fighting Big Mom. That was an iconic scene. Then we got, man, we can go back one. Let's go to the wedding fight. The fucking Big Mom arc. You feel me? Whole Wedding Cake Island. Sanji doing the thing from Luffy. Then we can keep going. Then we get to the thing about, we learned about Sanji's family. Holy shit, that was an iconic moment. Then we learned about Puddin being a bitch. Yes, iconic moment. Then we can talk about how Big Mom, how powerful Big Mom was, how everybody's walking off life or death. Right? Pick your poison. And if you are not afraid of then Jinbei walked up to Big Mom and said, I want to restrain from your crew. And said, Big Mom was like, so you know the consequences trying to get out of my crew, right? All right then, look me in my eyes. Life or death? Well, it's cool. Well, I'm going to take your life anyway, Jinbei. I'm trying to take I want your soul. Why can I not take your soul? Why can I not take your soul? Well, it's simple. Because I'm not afraid of the woman who's not going to become the king of the pirates. Do you know how bold you got to be to do that to Big Mom? Then let's talk about the Katakuri. Oh my God. The Katakuri fight and Luffy fight. He told everybody to leave in the thing and he looked at the mirror. He said, don't worry. I ain't going nowhere. Bow. It's just me and you right here. I ain't going nowhere. Oh my God, then we got Snake Man. Let's leave that. You see how many iconic moments I just mentioned in that short period of time in one arc? Like
to be fair though, and I'm not saying it really makes much of a difference. When people had this argument, like you said, you don't want to bring in Dragon Ball, you don't want to bring in Super, but then at that point, you're talking about a show that only had about 200 and something episodes against something that has over 1,000.
Right.
So it's not really fair to not be able to bring in the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super into it.
But the thing is, I feel like even if you do that though, it still wasn't even much to hang around with it. Because I could give you the part to him fighting the Red Ribbon Army, which was fire. Goku ran in and fight all the Red Ribbon Army by himself. Fire.
Alone.
I'll give you that. Alone. Like that was fire, right? I'll give you the fight that he had with Master Chow, if I'm saying his name right. Master Chow?
What, Mercenary Tao?
There you go, Mercenary Tao. I'll give you that one. I will give you Piccolo.
That man ran them hands
Piccolo.
on this.
I'll give you the Piccolo. You feel me? But it's just like, but that's the thing. There's a couple of things in there that's just like,
the World Martial Arts Tournament in the original Dragon Ball was
it still wasn't like a powerful moment. Like it was just like, wow, that was pretty fast. Like they had
like they said, Goku versus Krillin at the tournament. That's why I've always had my heart for the original Dragon Ball, because the World Martial Arts tournaments in the OG Dragon Ball were just top notch for me.
Right.
Like that show was really all about their fight and their tournaments. Which, I love me a good tournament. It's why I like Yu Hakusho so much. I love me a good tournament. Like, put some people in there and just let them go at it. And they have some really good tournaments. Like that Goku versus Master Roshi, or I'm sorry, Jackie Chun fight. Really good.
Jackie Chan. Because we know what they did there, because Jackie Chan was the man at that time.
Chi-Chi literally telling Goku, we completely forgot about it. Well, if you beat me, I'll tell you who I am. Oh, that's all I gotta do? Okay. Wow. Bam. Okay, you lost. Like, didn't even touch her. He just was like, get. And like the force knocked her out the ring. He was like, oh, because he's an equal opportunity fighter. He don't care.
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm mad about Hulu. I don't know why Hulu did that. That's stupid. That was stupid. I don't know why Hulu did that for Yu Hakusho. Like, you got you damn near finished the season. You might as well just give us the last two. Stupid.
They do that stuff, though. That just means that they're getting ready to take all of it off, and they just haven't done it yet. Because HBO Max did that same thing with, like, Looney Tunes and the Flintstones. At first, they took off, like, the last season, which, why would you take some of it and not all of it? All or nothing, people. All or nothing. And then they eventually was like, all right, we'll just snatch it all down. But yeah, and then obviously, like we said, some of those, and then when you go to Super, you know what people say about Super. You start talking about Tournament of Powers. You start talking about Goku Black. You start, a lot of things start coming in when you go up there as
But
well.
I
Like
ain't
I said,
gonna lie, people felt a
I'm
lot of
not saying
people
it for the
felt some type
argument
of
to
way
saying that
about the
that will
Goku
still
Black part.
equate up to what people will say One Piece, but it at least helps the fight, because One Piece has been on so long, you can't alienate parts of Dragon Ball. You got to bring it all in because at the end of the day, it's all in the manga.
But the thing about Super though is like the freaking Goku Black people was hype, but people were so mad about it at the same time.
Right, but he's iconic. That's the point. You
But
can't deny that Goku
but
Black
it
is
was.
super
But the thing is,
iconic.
the fight wasn't even that much of an iconic though. Like
I'm talking about the character. Everybody knows who Goku Black is, even if they haven't watched.
the Black, I'll give you that. But like
That's what I'm saying.
like the whole thing about the iconic, like I said, because we're talking about iconic moments. And Goku and Super in the iconic moments, the only thing that you can really look at that was like kind of iconic was them fusing again and bring Vegito back for Blue. That's probably the only thing they had right there was iconic because because most of the time it was just them showing up, getting their ass whooped, then go back in the past, and then come back, and then do it again, and then Trunks get his ass whooped, then go back, then hide, then come back for round 2, then get his ass whooped, then come back, last fight, let's fuse, then Trunks pull out the most biggest bullshit with Spirit Sword, and it's like, okay, you try to put Spirit Bomb, but Spirits, you know what? No, we can't do that. And still, at the end of the day, Goku Black still won. Like,
well, we talked about that.
He
At the end of the day,
won at the end of the day.
He won.
So it was like the Tournament of Power had more of an iconic moment than the Goku Black fight.
Right, but everybody talks about Goku Black. Well, we know about the Tournament of Power. And then you also can't talk about Dragon Ball Super without going right to the beginning. You talk about moments. What did you do to my Bulma?
Yeah. 100%. But I feel like at that moment it was cool, but I feel like the biggest conflict was when people started to see how Beerus wasn't really trying like that. He was just getting irritated. Then that made him push even more, use his power even more. Because he was like, I can literally get rid of you right now. But
I mean, Beerus literally
you're entertaining me with the god that I want. So let me see what I can do. Let me see what this godly power of yours can really do to me. And then it's just like, oh, okay. But then Super Saiyan God gone. Now you're facing Beerus as Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan Rose.
Okay, cool. Which they was then when you look at the freaking Beerus in them, they was basically feeding us Ultra Instinct because Goku went Super Saiyan 3, his body moved on his own and backed up was like, wow, my body just moved on his own. They fed us Ultra Instinct and then Goku walk in the middle of the street and out of nowhere he just my body just moved on his own. Ultra Instinct. They were feeding us Ultra Instinct when the Tournament of Power definitely came around the corner. And I feel like when it came to the Tournament of Power, like I said, Tournament of Power was definitely the
Kitty spoiling us again.
They had in Super.
Kitty spoiling us again. Thank you so much. Finger hearts. Look, at the end of the day, man, look, all that stuff could have been avoided during the Beerus arc if they just told Boo to take his ass home.
Boo went to sleep. Bro.
No, I'm talking about the beginning. They just told Boo to take his ass home because at the end of the day, Vegeta trying everything to keep Beerus from getting mad. Like he's trying everything to keep this man calm.
Again, if you're the Prince of All Saiyan and you don't give a fuck about nobody, but then you saw Beerus and you got bitched by Beerus is saying something too, because we don't look at Vegeta like that. We look at Vegeta.
No, but he also knows what Beerus represents. It's like I know.
But here's my thing about that. My man saw another god and still talk shit about him. He looked at the guys was like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Fuck you. Like, you feel me? Like Vegeta was one of those people, I don't care who you are.
Right.
But then when it came to Beerus, it's like everything just changes.
But they're not the god of this.
I know Super tried to bring the comedy base back. They even got my man Vegeta doing bingo. Come on now. Come on, bro. Come on. No. We do not want to see Vegeta. Bingo! Like, no. You made him look like a water boy, okay? They made that man look like a water boy when Beerus said we need the Dragon Balls. Vegeta. Fetch. And Vegeta has that personality of I don't give a fuck who you are. But when it came to Super, all that changed. I don't know.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Like, bro. Like bingo. And that's the thing. Super said, like, and I see what Super tried to do. They tried to change, because even they said it themselves. They tried to get rid of the seriousness for Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z was just too serious. So they tried to bring it back from Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball was serious with comedy inside of it. So they tried to put that back when it came to Super, which way they made Goku more.
Yeah, Goku. What they did to Goku is my worst part about Dragon Ball Super. I'm really fine with a lot of Super. Obviously the Tournament of Powers, that's what that is.
Thank you,
Everybody
G.
talks about
Appreciate
the
you. I
Tournament
see
of
you, G.
Power. People are always like this when it comes to Goku Black. People love the Beerus stuff. But what they did to Goku is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
The man literally thought a little weakling was the strongest man in the universe.
And made him believe it, even though they can sense. But the thing is about
Can't
Dragon Ball,
you
you
sense
can sense power energy. You can sense how powerful the person are. Even
And I think they tried to address
this
that.
man is even belittling his power level.
Like, I think they tried to address that about him not being able to sense it or whatever, but it's like still, like, how do you not know, bro? You're that dumb.
You cannot sense it, but when you see Jiren, you know his power level, right? Man, get the fuck out of here. No. But you look at Beerus, you're just like, wait a minute, your song, I can feel your power level.
I mean, this is the same Goku that literally showed up at Namek during the Frieza saga and showed up and was like, "Oh man, I feel faint stuff over there. Wait, no, there's something over here."
Yeah,
it's like really strong. This is the same Goku that was up there with everybody else. It was like, "I'll be right back. Where you going? I just want to check something out real quick." What up, Sam?
Instant transmission. He said, "Hey yo, how you feeling, man?" So what are you here to talk about? I just want to let you know that just give us some time. Okay, we're gonna do a tournament. I see you done your tournament. We're gonna train, and I know somebody that's really strong for you who's gonna give you that work. So just stay here. Give us a week. A week or 5 days. We'll be back. I promise you. And you're gonna lose. Okay, listen to me. So you're gonna lose. Oh, why?
Okay, bye.
But
and he just shows back up. Oh yeah, that man's strong as hell.
And then he even got out and then done his power level boost. It was like, so let me ask you different. So you think I got a shot at beating Cell? Even with you out of the hyperbolic time chamber, you're still not strong enough to face Cell. Oh, okay. No problem. That's all I needed to know. Bye. Why is he so casual like that? Why is it? This is the same man who walked out of hyperbolic time chamber and told everybody was like, y'all not stronger than me. Like,
to be fair, you can make your energy seem low in the Dragon Ball universe. We know that, but they've gotten to a point
where you act like you can't sense it at all. And especially from a powerful opponent. If he's supposed to be powerful, you can still sense his power energy. Power level. That's no.
No, but our point is, like, even with him, it's like like everybody knows this dude's weak with Goku.
Like what?
Like everybody else.
And we're talking about a martial artist genius, y'all. He is claimed as a martial
artist. The man is fight smart. Like, the man will fight you and he can figure out it. He was not that dumb in Dragon Ball Z. He wasn't dumb at all, actually.
But look, no, and I get that. But here's the difference between the scouter and stuff. He still had a power level to trick them in that base, yes. However, still at the same time at that fight, they still had the fucking dumb base when Jiren had the same thing show up with his show, try to belittle his power level, but they still know who the top dog was over there. It was like, look at him sitting over there in that corner acting like snazzy. You know, so you gonna sit behind your lackeys out there, Jiren, or are you actually gonna fight us? Like Vegeta was actually like catcalling him. It was like, so you really just gonna sit behind your lackeys and not fight us? You a pussy. Like he was literally doing that. He was like, Jiren doesn't have the time to fight you. You have to fight me. So you really gonna see your lackeys, Jiren? That's how you do it. Like literally, that's how Vegeta was. He was like he was talking shit. He was talking shit, and which is why I look at Beerus. It's like, how the fuck you can talk shit to Jiren, but you can do that to fuck out of here. But No, but back to what I was
Drake
saying
said
about
that
about the
even
power level.
Yamcha and
The thing is
Chaozu
about the
would
power level
wax
is
the
it's
straw hats.
stupid because yes, they had scouters to do it to change the power level, but at the same time, he can still be able to sense people when who is weaker or not, because that still says the same thing. When Goku came on the freaking planet Namek, he still saw the weakest power level and the highest power level. My man
Look,
went up to him and said he had no power level. What?
Dragon Ball, as time went on, made a lot of stuff obsolete. Let's just call it what it is. Like, it got to the point, like, yes, there was a time where you needed a scouter to detect power levels, but then now it's like, everybody can sense power levels.
Yeah, because Goku came in, he was like, oh, I don't need a scouter. I can just sense your power level.
You know, at one point, Goku used to have to ride around on his Nimbus. Now he can fly. You know,
now Mercury.
It used to be a big deal.
Hold up. This man said Goku was not dumb in Dragon Ball. His grandpa never taught him about the birds and the bees.
We never said Goku was dumb in Dragon Ball. He was naive because he was young.
Say Goku was. He didn't know about birds and the bees, bro, and he was a kid.
He's a kid. He's naive. There's things he doesn't know. He might have been clueless about some things, but he wasn't dumb. In Dragon Ball Super, he was a moron.
They made him say he don't know what a kiss is, but clearly in Dragon Ball Z, he clearly gave his wife a kiss. That would piss me off. Piss me off with a burning passion. Burning passion. My man literally got done training and came by trying to wrestle after the Cell Saga. Came back and was like, hey, honey, I'm home. Hey, babe, I'm home. Kiss her. Exact same words I said. And the same thing. And then Gohan was like, you know what? I'm going to leave my parents alone. I'm going to go talk to Krillin. And there, and Lord behold, there was Gotenks. So
Dragon Ball Super Goku was a dude that, yes, you want to be ready for the next threats. But all he ever wants to do, he has even said he doesn't want to hang out with his family. He wants to go train. Although this is the same person that at once upon a time said that there is a such thing as too much training.
Yes, he said it at the Hyperbolic Time Chainer. When he got out of it, he talked shit to everybody how that's the greatest of I said. Literally, he got out and he was like, there is no reason for us to do it. He said, y'all got out of Vegeta looked at him. He said, you got out. I even posted on my story. He said, you got out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber mad early. Why? You feel like that you weakened up the face? He said, no, what's another year of putting our harsh body into training for? Which is why I said Goku was intelligent. He was like, what is the point of us doing a whole nother year of training, of pushing our body? All we doing, he said, all we're basically doing is torturing ourselves if we push ourselves right there. So there's really nothing much we can really teach ourselves. So right now, we force ourselves to be out of there. But hey, if y'all want to go in there and knock yourself, do some torture and stuff, and try to get somewhat near my level, literally, he politely said it, somewhat near my level, go ahead and knock it out. If Vegeta said, I do not like the way how you're talking because it sounds like you're belittling me and trying to say that you're stronger than me. And I know belittle when I hear it. I'm not saying. I know.
Like, yeah, like, but Super Goku literally says, screw my family, I'm going to train. But once upon a time, he was literally like, there's a such thing as too much training. Super Goku has literally said that basically, I need to be ready. I need to be ready. But Dragon Ball Z Goku was the one that was like, look, I'm not going to be around forever. Y'all need to start getting ready.
Yes, literally. That was the whole point of Gohan supposed to be taking the air. That was the whole point of Gohan was doing his thing. But since with Goku gone, nobody was there to push him to a better Saiyan than he was. Because the only person who was doing it was Piccolo and Goku. So...
okay, you can't just say Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Luffy, because if you're going to give Goku a power, you got to give Luffy a power. So what gear are you giving Luffy?
I probably ain't going to be able to discuss this because it's actually 10-12. And it's time for me to... Because
it is that time, actually.
Yeah, because I'm like, I got
Gear 5, my bad.
Here, 6 o'clock in the morning. And
no, he made the answer easy. He said Gear 5 Luffy.
Gear 5 Luffy? I mean, Goku's still gonna beat that. What are you talking about? I love Luffy, but it's Super
Saiyan 2 Goku.
If you would say Super Saiyan 1, I don't even. It probably still won't be remotely close. I ain't gonna hold you. We're not gonna do that. But
All right.
To put the icing on the case about this One Piece of Dragon Ball, I'm saying One Piece is way more iconic than Dragon Ball because it has way too many things and way too much emotions, way too much actions, and way too much story and depth that give us to make us love and understand. And by the way, I know I've seen that shirt before, but I love the shirt. It's amazing. But, yo, anything that you want to say before we close out this entire podcast?
Nothing. Like I said, I thought we were gonna lose our guest next week, but it looks like we're still gonna have it. So definitely tune out next week. We got some things in the work. Again, that is going to be at that time. In fact, actually, let me go ahead and get into the thing. I got one more thing I want to bring up, and that is only because
There it is.
there it is,
Oh,
guys. Make sure y'all go follow.
Make sure y'all follow The Podcast Is Real. We're trying to get it to 1,000 fucking followers. So when we do that, we can be able to go live over there. So that page to get a lot of love and basically go crazy and go amp. So we can get y'all more information and stuff. Shout out again to the most beautiful girl who I definitely missed a half day, but I blame life.
It says here at the bottom. Go follow that.
When I look at that at it, hold on. What the fuck happened to my round of applause? Whatever. Round of applause for Mama Tasha for coming by on the show. We appreciate you, Mama Tasha. We love you so much. Thank you for stopping by. You are amazing. Next week, we have a great guest coming by. I don't know who it is, and I don't want to know who it is because this is this week.
I wouldn't tell you.
This week, I knew Tasha was coming, but this week coming back, I don't want to know. I don't want to know because when I know, I'm probably gonna turn the fuck up because I feel like this guest coming up. I think I got a feeling I know who's coming, but I don't want to get my hopes up. So I'm gonna let them have it. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for coming by and listening to The Podcast Is Real, one of the realest podcasts that we have on TikTok right now. And by the way, say this one more time before the year ends. The podcast of the year has been nominated, and I'm kind of shocked that we are nominated, and we just started. So by all means, if you know, go to the story, make sure y'all go like, show comments on the story so y'all can be able to tag us, so we can probably win something. I'm not expecting us to win, to be honest with you, but it feels great for us to be nominated, okay?
As soon as the podcast is over, make sure you also follow this on Instagram. I'm going to post it to the Instagram story again to let you know where you can help us try to win. But again, just the fact that we're mentioned when we haven't even been doing this a year is such an accomplishment. And we couldn't have done that without you guys because y'all make the views go crazy on Insta.
Always. So as you know, I'm your co-host, Mr. Vocals, light-skinned guy. Call me whatever you want. I'm not that important, all right? I appreciate you guys. And this is the host of the entire operation who puts people in here, Mr. King Drell, the TMD, the Minor Dynasty, to make sure he'll Mr. Steal Your Girl, so be careful, because he will, all right? He will Mr. Steal Your Girl as Trey Songz, so don't, hey, be careful. Don't bring no girl around him when it's gone, all right? As the anime dweeb of the community, we appreciate you guys for watching this podcast, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. Have a good one.
Have a good one, you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm gonna play some Speed Storm.
I might do the same.